Okay then. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session, as where the DM is, stuck on something else at the moment. But welcome to tonight's session of Rise of Unity. I'm your host, Spaz, and with me tonight are my lovely players. Which let's just start off with the best of them and the least hairiest of them all now, Rezo.
Still got some hair.
Why is Rezo the best?
Rezo's the best because he's the quietest in the group.
He feels bad because he keeps forgetting his
It's
name.
scaled by noise level.
It is true.
I am Shadow. I play Rezo Rendall, the Rougarou wizard thief.
And next up is the largest in the group still.
That would be, for now, that would be me. I am Brian. I'm playing Vinderbrand Vattenstein, the giant kin druid in the Circle of Elements.
And the most crooked person, possibly? Who knows? Indrid, what would you say? Corrupt? Crooked?
Morally
Efficient?
flexible.
Blue?
I am blue
I am blue.
and gorgeous. I'm blue and gorgeous.
You're the BG?
Yeah. Big blue gorgeous. I'm Indrid. I am playing the half-breed Indrid Cold, who is a warlock rogue, and my morals are dubious.
Okay. And then if we go by the loudness standard, I guess our least best character? Rave? Possibly, who knows?
All right, yes, of course.
Another competition needed to see if this is true or not.
Well, hi, everybody. Everything the DM said was false, but my name is Andrew, and I play Rave, who is the best, the most brave, the biggest, the baddest, the best thing you could ever have in a party, Valor Bard. Tabaxi. Lion, specifically.
Negotiable, at best. And last but certainly not least, the soul of the group, it seems, Arlo.
Hey everyone, my name is Connor, and I'm playing Arlo Thistlebrush, the Halfling Shadow Sorcerer. And Spaz, could you send the link to the Twitch channel? I can't find it anywhere.
Sure thing. I'm guessing you just want me to drop it straight into the chat.
Well, the chat in the game would be great, yeah.
Okay, then. If I can find my way back, because I'm fucking lost, because I'm over in a separate different file. Please.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Rezo.
I've been beaten. Damn. I guess I'll just fucking post it in elsewhere then. But yeah.
I think that's everyone, isn't it?
I believe
Introductions
so.
wise, yes.
In direction.
And then in the background, there is the noble Uther carrying quite a lot of change on him. Quite a
He
bit
makes
of
this
change.
noise when he walks.
Really?
Possibly, honestly, for how much he's carrying.
I thought they were big coins. I thought it was more like a...
Good point.
Sorry, I left my chains elsewhere.
Here's the thing. Uther grabbed everything that was left there that was considered coin. He just grabbed everything else. It didn't matter what it was. He just picked it up because he just could.
He's got some hubcaps back there.
Yeah. So at the moment that I'm placing you guys as tokens, we'll use Uther as where his team A or team B is at, and then team A will be Indrid.
Wait, we split up? When did we split up?
You guys split up
Arlo
originally
and-
outside of the
Oh!
if I'm
Deliver
right,
the news.
yeah, if I'm right, Uther, Vin and Rezo stayed behind. Or
Mhm.
was that changed, Vin? Because you did go with them to cast enhance abilities on them, along with Rave, if I'm right.
Yeah, I did enhance ability for them. Which is
Okay,
now
then.
gone. You don't get it anymore.
Gone.
No.
The discussion is over, though, luckily. But with that, let's start off with A team. So then, which one's A team? Which one's B team? Did I not
Yeah.
specify?
Well,
My
we're
bad.
both A team.
I forgot.
A team is Uther's group, and B team is Indrid's group.
Okay.
Let's start off with the group that we left behind at the beginning. So just to clarify, this would be Feek, Rezo, Vin, and Uther, pretty much staying in the back with the other 2 horses, just pretty much waiting for this deal to go by. So what are all you doing while this pretty much cautious discussions going on with the group of the nobles?
Trying to figure out, appraise my coin, I guess.
Okay then. Do you have? I'm certain you don't, but do you have any form or like history within trading or anything like that that would give you the
No.
possibility of understanding?
I don't even commonly trade with metal items.
You don't sell like anything, like everything I'm like trying to think of is like, bone and tools.
Yep.
That's what you guys sell. So I'm going to say you're looking at this and you think it's probably going to be a lot considering all the metal you see people carry with them. Besides that, not a whole lot. You got all the outsiders inside of your group. Nobody could appraise it for you, sadly.
Yep.
It's worth a lot.
I'll probably be discussing with Wobbles, like exactly
Oh,
what
there
we're
you
gonna
go. I know Wobbles
our,
knows all.
little plan.
I see.
Wobbles
So,
wants a cut.
well,
Essentially,
actually,
he's getting a
speaking
cut.
about that, he is getting a cut. So how soon are you gonna be, taking care of my little part of the deal?
As soon as we get this traded in for legal tender, I will be purchasing the supplies for it, as well as some upgrades.
Okay, then I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully, you can keep up with that part of the deal. I have faith in you, Rezo. You haven't fucked up that bad yet. Minus losing, your entire winter pelt before winter, but we'll not get into that.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Vin, what are you currently doing?
At some point, I will be going. There's woods around here, I'm sure, right? Far away or near? Being at the outskirts.
Why am I muted? The woods are a good distance away at this point. You guys,
Well,
the tree line would at least be like I would say 2 miles away from the town at this point.
Okay. Well,
Although there is a apple orchard right over here.
an apple orchard.
Yep. If you want trees, you got trees over there.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I need some nature time.
So while the rest of the party is doing their negotiations with the lords, Vin is just going to be wandering their orchard.
There's a couple of things I'm going to end up doing at some point, but I'm not going to rush into it because I've got a lot on my mind still, given what happened.
Okay then.
Given our deal. I'll grab some apples.
You grab some.
I'll re-up on my my bark for my components too while I'm there.
It is the right time for apples, so you going back and forth. You do find a good chunk of apples. Just you secretly tuck away in your large pouch.
Lovely.
Okay. And with that out of the way, let's move to the more hectic group at the moment.
What?
We last left off, which kind of forgot to go over the recap, but let's just go into it because just notice that still. Where we last left you guys. You guys were being pretty much shooed out of the room of the Lord as he is pretty much getting ready for his preparations to begin moving out as soon as possible, which sound like in the next couple of days, possibly. Who knows? Back and forth at the moment. You didn't really stay to listen unless any of you choose to listen on for too long.
DM, quick question. Did we give back the borrowed horses?
You did not give back the borrowed horses. The horses
dead.
were the horses
We
were
Not all of them.
No, we've got.
Yeah.
That's the lie I'm telling right now.
Oh!
Well, here's the thing. You guys originally said that you wanted to pretty much keep all the equipment that you're keeping away and out of the sight of the lords, and that's why you left it with a team pretty much.
Okay.
So everything that you guys brought with you originally is either lost or, has been used.
Oh,
Horses
I
are
gotta
dead.
take away our rations. I forgot. We ate rations on the way back.
Yep.
No, I bought a 10-pound bag of oats. That's all I've been eating.
You might have drained
You're
a bit
gonna
of
be
it.
so regular.
You're gonna get scurvy.
That's so ridiculous.
One thing that it seemed noteworthy when I was re-listening was that he mentioned that the Ironbeard mentioned that the king would be pleased with this news as well of being able to take over the fort.
Mhm.
How many days was it, by the way?
5 days.
5 days that you guys
Okay, so
got.
5 days of ration. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, coming out of the throne room, Arlo will saddle on over to Indrid. Well, I think that went pretty well, all things considering.
You two
Well, how
great.
much did we make out with?
The full load. Don't we have to ask his son for the money?
Oh, right. Where is that little bastard?
And at that point, you guys will actually notice coming down the hallway what looks to be about 3 guards walking down towards you at this point.
Do they have a chest?
They do not.
Natural mates.
Do they have anything that looks like, a reward?
Unless you count their arms and weapons as rewards, it doesn't look like it.
I'm gonna ready burning hands.
And don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it, my guy. It's fine.
It's good. We're all
It's a little
good.
cold in here, that's all.
Yeah. As a bit of time passed, they eventually reach you all, and the one in the front looks at you. Which one of you's injured?
Arlo points.
The blue one.
Right, that'd be me, mate. Kind of a hard face to miss.
Well, it would be nice now if we were told you blue. That'd be very simple to find you there. Okay, then, we were told to get you and anybody you wish to come with you to go talk to the Lord's son.
Lovely.
Follow
Right.
us. And please keep your hands to yourself and make sure you don't, have any, sticky fingers. Well, we don't want any trouble.
No, I washed my hands.
I'm so tempted to try and pickpocket him now.
It's like Skyrim.
This is why we left Feek with the other group.
Ah,
I've got to.
I got to.
17.
Where's my dice? I only have
Already.
percentile dice on me. Where the hell?
The sad thing is you rolled an 11.
what's wrong with 11?
It's 11. It's like, oh, well,
We're an
alright.
average.
That's better than, below
Well,
10.
Then 10 other numbers, in fact.
So, Dylan, does that mean you're going to be trying to stick with roll 20 rolls tonight? Then?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have a lot of room now to roll dice.
Okay, then. So, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, goody.
So as he's explaining to all of you, would ask you just not to have any sticky fingers and keep your hand to yourself. As literally you're reaching towards his pouch and is like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this.
Right, mate. Just a wee joke. Lead the way.
Grabbing his ass.
I like that lie, Rezo.
I'll go for that.
You wanna
Just
try
really
to
pop.
deceive her?
Okay, work it out. Buns and thighs.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my whole thing.
Yep.
Can I have assistance, please, from someone?
To what?
I don't think
to
I don't
lie?
think that, I don't think anybody could really assist you
Oh,
on this.
yeah, if you're saying he's got, yeah, you've got great buns and thighs. I love them. They're dwarf. Good stock. Good build.
Right, mate. Sometimes just can't help myself. It's part of the
This-
curse.
Is enhanceability not on still?
The duality.
Ah, it is.
It should be. He has advantage as well. I rolled a 2, so
Oh, my God.
you're doing well. So it's pretty much like how much you're convincing him at this point you want to. Since you have
Yeah,
advantage.
right, mate. Just a little joke. No offense meant. Obviously, I knew you were going to see me. Lead the way.
Yes, I believe the Lord's son is waiting.
Right.
Yes, please. Let's move forward now. Just start moving you guys down the hallway at this point. And a bit of time passes as you guys eventually brought to this very nice, light, walnut door, I would say. At this point, it's opened. You can see what looks to be the Lord's son, Steelfoot, being pretty much on a box at the moment, being measured out, and also pretty much readied for what looks to be a new outfit that he's possibly ordering. As you can see, what looks to be a very notable individual doing the measurements and everything like that. Actually, everybody would know this except Indrid, but it looks like this is a Kethnu doing the work. Good people.
Yeah, we've met Kethnu before.
Oh yeah, we have.
There's the barkeep.
Yeah, barkeep. Keep forgetting Blink. Yeah. So you guys would see this Kethnu doing the work
Ooh, pretty bird.
What's a
on the
Kethnu?
outfit at the moment. A Kethnu is pretty much a type of bird person specific to this world.
Oh. I'm gonna audibly exclaim, "The fuck is that, mate?"
You know what those are. You've met one at the bar.
Did I?
Yes. You purchased a room from him.
I
You'd
was
think
drinking. I was drinking, mate.
You were drinking that frou-frou wine. You'd think you'd hold your memory better than that.
Listen, mate, that frou wine was more expensive than everything you boys drank for the whole night.
My point stands. Arlo at this point will clear his throat loudly to try and get the attention of the sun.
Oh, good, you're finally here. I've been waiting so fucking long. Hey, you stop for right now. I have things to do, please.
As pretty much he like jumps off of this box at the moment, and he's pretty much just walking towards all the rest of you.
So then, you were successful with your task, correct?
Right.
So you're here, unless you failed. Well, you'd probably be dead if that was the case. But still,
And your dad's not chasing us out of the keep, so you know we did good.
right. Okay then. So, what can I get you?
Money.
Money.
Money. Okay.
Information, what's been going on in the city since
Oh,
we've
you
been
know,
gone.
things here and there, people missing,
Oh.
The usual stuff. Also, the Temple of Justice is on lockdown at the moment. For reasons, as he slowly turns towards Indrid and give a very slight wink.
Right. Good job, mate. Well,
Good job. What?
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 Never mind. Money.
Huh?
You like money, don't you, mate?
Me or him?
Money.
You.
Yes.
Money.
Okay.
So then, you, new bloke, Indrid, with me, I'll give you the money, we'll move over here, and we'll just take care of the discussion and all that. It's pretty much he just walks away with Indrid if nobody, tries to follow with him.
Arlo will hide behind Indrid, which he can do as a halfling.
I'll stick with the bird and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Did you just grab onto his cape and are just being dragged?
I don't even need to. I just walk behind him, and if no one literally looks over his shoulder, no one's gonna see him.
It's like dragging.
You
onto
do
one
the
of
perfect mirror walking. It's like right leg
Yeah.
on right leg.
Match
left leg
my
on left leg.
steps.
Yeah.
Stealth isn't great, but hey, who knows? Ooh, I'm gonna re-roll that natural one.
Oh.
Nice.
That becomes a natural 5 for a mighty 9.
Ooh.
Okay then.
Right, mate. Did you want to come along?
Oh, you see, he looks a little surprised that he's been found out. If you don't mind.
The tail's prehensile, mate. I feel it, control it. I saw you wiggling around back there.
Prehensile means you can see through your tail.
Maybe.
Arlo looks very disquieted by this tail.
It's part of the curse, mate. Don't worry about it.
It's about a weird paranormal curse.
It's a very strange curse. Tell you a story about it sometime. But right now, I mean, if you think that I'm going to cheat you, lads, you're welcome to come along, I suppose.
Oh, well, I was just worried you're going to be stabbed and murdered and then, gotten rid of the evidence with no witnesses.
Kind of look at Steel Toe.
He's just
Close.
like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know where that assumption came from. I've never done anything like that.
We'll try to kill this.
Insight. That I'm actually good at. 14.
Can I assist Steelbeard?
Steelfoot.
Beard. You know what? Like, I'm gonna assume like you're kind of like accidentally like slapping Arlo on purpose in the face with your tail, since he's just close enough at this point.
See, mate, it's completely under my control. I bet I could swing with it if I really tried.
Okay then, and you rolled got a 14.
Yeah.
What was the same team thing again?
Yeah. He's
Listen.
got a -1 in charisma, but that's a 16 that he got.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Alright.
guys vibe yet with how I roll.
He's too incompetent. He's too incompetent to do such things.
Like, you believe him, you know, like,
Yeah.
maybe not him, maybe his father potentially, but not him.
Mm.
All right, mate. I definitely think your father would stab me if I was left alone in a room with him. He's got those little weasel eyes.
And also a really big sword.
It's like
Overcompensation, I see.
Like dwarven statues. Yeah.
as like he's like trying to slowly walk away with Indrid and now Arlo with the group.
I'm just standing here with the bird and catching up and saying, "Hey, nice to meet you. I've met another friend of yours, Link, in the bar. Know him?
Oh, yes, he's a part of the same guild as I am.
Ooh, wonderful. I'd love to chat a little bit if you have the time."
Sure. As we're splitting the party one more time again. Woo.
Great. But to sum up for what Rave's doing, Rave's just going to start asking about, questions in regards to good sellers, where to get rid of the, treasures, who might be a good place to, like, get that kind of in and out, because
you
these
bring
are trader
that-
birds. They're pretty good
you-
with this.
You bring that up with her. I'll get to that in a second then. Okay then. So Indrid and Arlo, you're brought with, to the back room with Gimlet.
So then, hold on, give me a second.
As he pretty much pulls out a key and then like opens a couple of locks and then takes out another key and opens a few more and then pulls out what looks to be a decent sized lockbox.
So then, exactly what you asked for was right here, and plus
A little bit of extra for assistance with a very helpful cause.
While his back was turned, can I take out the Wand of Secrets and give it a wave?
Oh. Okay then. So what is the wording on the Wand of Secrets exactly, if you know offhand?
I think it literally just says it tells you a secret.
No,
No, it's secret doors and stuff.
It's secret doors.
And it makes it
Yeah.
glow. It just kind of goes blue. Hello.
You use an action. If there's a secret door or trap within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. There's no glowing.
Oh, okay.
One
Cool.
nearest to you.
So
That's
it's
what I
a-
was trying to figure out. I was like wondering, is all like the like the hidden like doorways and also like the back rooms and all that stuff gonna like just start showing up at this point? Because this is a noble to a state to a.
It's a treasury, yes.
Yeah, a noble state to a crooked individual. A lot of places, a lot of nooks. So, as pretty much you take out that wand and kind of like do a bit of a channeling arcane through it, the wand slowly directs you towards a direction as you can pretty much see what looks to be the outline. And only you can see this of what looks to be kind of a panel on the wall itself closest to you. It's about the same size as, I would say, about a flashcard to be exact.
Ooh, tiny.
It's a little tiny compartment that you can see closest to the wall. And how it's set up is if you didn't use this, you would have never noticed it, as it was perfectly, pretty much engraved into the wall to match everything else.
Is it of a height Arlo can get to naturally?
If you
These are dwarves.
If you stood on it, actually, these are dwarfs. That is a good point. And dwarfs are like, what is it, 4, 5?
I got about a foot on.
They're
half
like,
ones.
4 foot something.
So I would say like it's It's a little bit out of like you would have to like do this pretty much, like arms above your head and like click on it and pull it out, but like
Mhm.
it's not too much. You wouldn't be able to see as you open it what's inside of it at that point, but you could.
If I can, I will lean over to. God damn it! I was going to do this. I was going to lean over to Indrid's tail, thinking that it has magical abilities, and he's going to whisper, "I think I may have found something on the wall over there. If you can distract him for a bit."
Indrid,
Do I hear him?
Indrid, with your mystical powers, roll me a perception check with advantage. As you're not really focused and you're kind of looking around the room as it is right now, because you guys kind of are the treasure and you're probably thinking about snagging things. You know what? I'm gonna say that's enough.
Hey!
Over a 10.
It's over a 10. I'm not gonna give you a super difficult DC because I would assume you're already kind of looking to steal something.
Oh yeah.
So you're a bit on edge when Arlo starts talking, but then you hear what Arlo's saying.
I thought I was sending the responsible one in there. Big mistake.
He's a zombie.
He's a zombie.
Also, he has a new fun thing he can play with.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I'll just give him a little thumbs up behind my back while Steel Braid is talking.
He's gonna keep quiet for the most part. He was kind of hoping to be in private.
Right, mate, just let it out.
Well, just to tell you, took care of your little problem that we first discussed about, and also I got a letter from a friend, the winged one in the other room, that gave me a bit of information that I kind of enjoying. So,
Oh, right, mate. Well, do you have the letter?
of course, I got the letter. Do you want to see it, my lord?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked for it.
Okay. As he kind of like pulls out the letter and hands it to you.
I read it.
Okay then. First opening it up, you notice that the letter itself is, in all ways, just unremarkable in all senses. It just seems like, you'll just see this on a table.
A letter from a friend.
And no markings, no nothing that, nothing notable that you notice on it that, says anybody. As you open it up, one thing that you can see inside of it is very neat handwriting written out into it.
Dear Lord Gimlet Steelfoot, I come to you with a message of great news. With the assistance of what I can see, a very useful agreement, I'm glad to say that you'll be soon in power of the city of Redgale very soon. And with that, I hope you keep forth with your agreement. And if you have any questions, seek my contact.
No signature, no nothing. That is all that's written on it.
Right. I'll give it back. Well done. And then I'm going to cast Detect Magic because I have Eldritch Sight.
Okay then. So you can at will cast Detect Magic, and if I'm right, you can still use all the abilities and everything with it. Nice. Okay then. What are you looking for exactly with this Detect Magic?
I am looking for any illusions in the room.
Looking about, you won't see any illusions, but you will see some runes in the back of the room.
Suspected as much. All right. Well, mate, in that case, job well done. Congratulations on the promotion. I'm sure that our business will continue most exclusively.
Indeed, indeed. So, yeah.
Oh, as Arlo.
Yeah.
He's about to open up the chest at this point, so he's at the most distracted point of pretty much this whole activity. So I will let you attempt what you're attempting.
All right. Should I do another stealth check or?
At this point, I won't need a stealth check. At this
Okay.
point, it's pretty much what are you going to do to this compartment that you found?
Yep. he quietly toddles over, kind of trying to seem nonchalant but quick. And he will look it over. So it appears to be just like a part of the wall, essentially.
Yep.
Okay. No, no obvious hinges or anything.
Nothing that you can see. Honestly, you would have never seen this if you didn't have the wand with you.
Okay. Arlo well-being will say 20 feet away from it is going to cast Mage Hand and just try and, feel for an edge, a seam to try and pull it out.
Okay, then. Moving around with Mage Hand at this point, you don't really feel an edge, but I'd assume you put about a decent amount of pressure on it, and you hear a audible click, which kind of makes you jump back for a second, because you think that the
Arlo starts
he's
whistling.
gonna hear it. But luckily he doesn't notice it. But you can see now that the compartment is slightly out of the wall a bit, a lot more noticeable.
Seeing that nothing exploded, Arlo will hurry over and try and open it, see what's inside.
Okay then. So as you pretty much pull the box out of the wall completely and kind of bring it down to your level, you can see that there's a bit of a lid on it, and I'm assuming you just take it off.
Yeah.
Okay, you just pop it off at this point, and inside of this box you can see what looks to be a very small, nice pair of glasses inside of it.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Oh my god, hello.
And puts them back, the box as much as he can where he found it.
Okay then.
No one
Just
ever
click it
suspects
back
the old
into
man.
place. You just click it back into place and you just run back to Indrid's side.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody expects the kind old man to be the thief.
Once I realize that Arlo has completed that, I'm gonna take I got this stuff called tombstone liquor when we were going through
Yes.
the keep. I'm gonna take it out. I'm like, since you did such a good job with our business, here's a little gift for you to remember us when you're in the throne.
Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. As pretty much at this point, he's coming back around with pretty much a very small lockbox at this point. As he pretty much hands you the lockbox and the key to it. I think you'll find everything in there appropriate.
Well, we get to keep the chest.
Of course.
Oh, lovely.
You don't want to just leave it in like a pouch where any, thief could just snatch it from you?
Well, no, now they have to take a chest.
A lot harder to pull a chest out of a bag than, cut off a pouch from a belt.
Right. Well, pleasure doing business with you, my lord.
Well, good luck. And the guards will see you up. And then with that, we will move on to pretty much C team at this point? I don't know. Rave, at this point, you are talking with the Ketanu, which at this point, with the light chatter, you would get the name of them, which is Elif.
So, Elif, I think you're pretty savvy with a lot of items of great interest. Have you ever seen things like this?
I don't have one, but I can use prestidigitation to make a tiny trinket of it, so I'm going to make a tiny one appear in my hand for a brief period before it disappears, as like a sample, and go,
But imagine that a little bigger, like 3 times bigger. Have you seen that before? Ancient coin.
Give me a second as she looks it over. Is it of this size or larger? It's supposed to be larger if that's the
It's
case.
larger, yeah. I can only make a tiny replica, but it's bigger, much bigger.
Still worth asking. Yes, I have seen this before.
Really?
Somewhat rare, but old giant currency.
Yes, exactly that. Do you happen to know anyone who's interested in such rare treasure?
I know many people that could be interested in this treasure.
Ooh, perhaps I could offload some for you and you could sell it for a profit. Help each other out.
I'd rather see how much product there is to
work with, but if that's the case, I could possibly set something up if I know how much I'm working with. Though it could take time mattering on how much you wish to profit off of it.
That's true. It could be quite a bit, but I could always just work with whatever you have, and I can just take it elsewhere, depending on, what you could handle. I don't want to deprive you of such a bountiful profit.
I'll have to think about it. When I'm free, if you wish, a bit later today, I will be at my shop, The Twisted Thread, if you are interested in checking it out there.
Twisted Thread, okay. Is that in the Narrow Town, the main district? Where is that?
That would be further down in the Narrow Town.
Narrow
A bit
Town.
towards the walls.
Alright. Narrow Town towards the walls. The Twisted Thread, you said?
Yes, the Twisted Thread.
Twisted Thread. Alright, I can look for that.
Or the Tangled Thread.
Tangled Thread. Okay, see. Good to clarify. Alright. Tangled Thread, Narrow Town, near the wall. Excellent. What time did you say? A couple hours?
I should be free around 5-ish, to be exact. Later tonight.
Alright, I'll try to guess when that is. I don't have a clock or a timepiece, but that should be fine.
Go towards the Temple of Justice. They have a large clock tower there.
Oh, excellent. Well, perfect. And by the way, you said you worked in a guild with Link, correct? What guild is that again?
The Guild of the Thousand Feathers.
Ah.
It is the guild from the Platinum Federation.
Yes.
That is the main supporters of currency and also trade throughout most of Candoria.
Wonderful, excellent. You know, perhaps you might also be a little bit helpful. I might have some further questions for you. Companions and I are thinking of traveling out of town soon. Might need to provide some necessary provisions to make the journey.
I might have people that I can send you to if that's the case.
Oh, excellent.
So if you have something in mind, set up a list, and I should be able to look through it and suggest you to the proper places. If that's the
Excellent.
case.
I think this is destined to meet you, Elith.
Indeed.
Yes. They're taking a little bit of time. I'm guessing they're counting the coin. We're adventurers, you know. Very famous.
Ah, yes. I don't know about famous, but definitely notable.
Well, we can start spreading the word. Maybe you can spread the word.
Rave, at this point, how much are you paying attention during this conversation?
To who? Her or the room around me?
To her.
To her, well, I mean, I guess it's half and half, I suppose. Like
I'm
most of the
more-
time when I'm talking to her,
more
I'm
what
looking
I'm
at her,
guessing,
but when
like-
she's talking, I'm browsing around.
Like, more my question is, like, is this like a face-to-face chat, or is this all like you're kind of like walking back and forth, you're sitting on the couch and like just chatting in the same room with her?
Oh, probably sitting on a couch and chatting, basically.
Okay, then.
Taking it
At
easy.
that point, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Alrighty, this is. So that's gonna be a natural one.
A natural 1.
Yeah.
It's a very nice conversation.
I think so too.
Okay, then. And with that point, or at that point, you guys will hear the door open to the back room that Indrid and Arlo were going into at this point as they're walking out by themselves.
Oh, you're done. Good. Did you get everything you needed?
Well, we got money, mate.
Oh, did you count it?
No, mate.
Should you count it?
We will room with everyone, mate.
You should probably count it now. He might assume that you took coins out if you came back and said it wasn't the correct amount.
Right. I'll unlock the box and see if there's any gold in it.
Okay, there is gold inside of it.
Right, mate, there's gold in here.
How much? How much?
I don't know, mate, it's a chest of gold.
Let me take a look. I'm pretty good at summing up. I'm trading all this. I know how to get it from a glance. I take a look.
Okay, you take a look at the gold and you use your muscles to measure the weight of the box. Give me a, what the fuck would this be? Investigation check or just base intelligence, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it.
It might be just the same.
And well, no. Jack of all trades. It's always
Jack
better
of
to
all
do a
trades.
skill.
You're right. 2 extra points.
16.
16. After kind of like shaking the box around a little bit and like eyeballing it, with your very decent trader skills,
you assume there's at least the 800 gold you guys agreed upon when first talking to the Lord. Maybe more. You're not quite sure. It feels a little bit heftier, but it could just be the box itself that weighs a bit more.
Well, I won't object. It seems good. All right, we're good. Here you go. We're clear.
Fantastic, mate. Do you need us to give you a little more time with the missus here?
Oh, no. By the way, Elif, this here is Ingrid, and this here is Arlo, part of the party.
And she does a slight bow. It is a pleasure to meet both of you.
Actually,
How
I'll be on the
fancy are her feathers?
I will say fancy. The problem is, though, they're not poofy like your old feather. They're straight feathers. Very large straight feathers. Like, they're probably, like, almost, like, 2 feet long feathers.
Yes, she's part of the was it Platinum Alliance? No, Platinum.
The Platinum Federation is the pretty much the organization that runs the Platinum Archipelago, and the guild that I work for is the Guild of the Thousand Feathers.
Yes, she's quite excellent. She'll be providing us with some much-needed aid in our recent adventures and future adventures. All in all, good connections.
That sounds lovely.
Well, either way, we'll let you get on with your measuring and tailoring, and I'll see you
Yes,
at
of
5.
course. Yes, I will see you all later today, or maybe just you.
Arlo's eyes get wide.
See you at 5. Off we go, lads.
Okay, then. And with all of that, you guys are pretty much led out of the manor at this point, and eventually you meet back up with the rest of the group.
Hello. How are things? Vinny, what's that?
Hello, my lovely group of scoundrels.
Did you go exploring, Vinny?
Not so much exploring, just kind of getting back into the swing of things. It's been a long few days. Here's an apple if you like. They're delicious right now.
No, I won't object. Thank you. Apple.
Oh, Arlo, help yourself. There's and I'll give like one of these like a pound against a tree, and hopefully like a bunch of apples fall.
Oh, this is where you got them?
Roll me a strength check. See how many apples you get if you don't outright just punch the tree out.
Then?
Okay, you just knock the tree. 8 apple falls out with it.
Oh, perfect.
Well, these ones that I have, I plucked out, but I mean, the one on the ground is just fine. I'll pick it up and eat it myself too. They're delicious. How did it go in there?
Good. It looks like we got all the coin as promised. I don't think there were any problems in there. Were there any problems in there?
Yeah. In
Is
fact,
that also-
Arlo. Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything about that.
The Lord did seem rather foreboding and exciting about future endeavors for the fort that we cleared.
Right, don't worry about that, mate.
And he's got no hint
He's
or
got
idea
no
of
future,
what he's
mate.
getting into.
He's got no future.
It doesn't seem to, from what I could tell, no.
But we should divvy out the coin with everyone while we're here. So let's go ahead and start splitting that up.
Right out here in the open. That's a.
Well, we're kind of a party of badasses, and we're really with no one around. Better here than in the middle of the town.
Plus, you guys are also inside of the Lord's estate still.
Yeah,
It's fair, mate.
this is pretty good, honestly. I'd rather not
Sure.
have people in the tavern peering over my shoulder and peeking at the coin.
The only real people that
Very
really
good.
could mug you here is like the guards, and like.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so let's go ahead. I'll pull out my own little coin purse. That's where I keep the dwarven coin. I keep the rest elsewhere.
So as
Alright.
you guys pretty much begin to divvy out the chest at this point, which there is a small set. Actually, you guys pretty much divvy out the usual amount. It's 800 as you expect. Indrid, you're left with the case at this point. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Damn it.
Roll the one ability you don't have.
Yeah, I'm not good at those anymore.
But you got
right?
advantage.
Yeah, but it's me. See?
Oh,
9.
Jesus. Not even a 10 excuse.
Not even a 10. I'm like trying to think, like, can I justify this? I gave you advantage.
No, I mean,
No.
He should have just gone with the passive.
You got a very nice heavy lockbox now.
well, roll it.
We could put that chest inside of this chest.
So let's see.
Safekeeping.
800 coins. We have 6 in totals.
How big is this? Is it?
33.33.
Is it like the size of a shoebox?
The lockbox itself is about, I would say about a very large shoebox. Like, think about like work boots shoebox size. That's about the size of it.
Okay. I'll just tie it to the bottom of my pack because I have some stuff I could throw in there.
All right. I'll just take 133 gold coins and leave the remainder for someone else.
Same.
The 0.33 would come to like 33 silver.
Well,
Right.
if you literally do 33... Hold on.
That would be copper pieces,
Well, hold on.
assuming everything.
So if we did 133 times 6, that gives us 2 spare gold pieces, because it's 798. So we have 2 spare gold that could be given to anyone if everyone has 133.
Give him to Feek.
Give it the feet.
Oh, that's right, little Feek. Yeah, Feek gets 2 gold coins. That's fair.
You can rub them together.
Oh, and by the way, Feek, that one is mine, and I take one of his coins. Because he did owe me technically one.
From the
From the rock,
the
paper,
parchment
scissors.
shears?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I mean, at least he paid you back, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
He paid you back, but at what cost? As he gets paid 1 coin. Don't worry, Feek is Feek. Feek has many things.
Alright, so is everyone good to go? I mean, everything on your person? Nothing missing? Nothing lost?
But we'll go where?
Well, eventually...
Brings up an interesting question.
What time is it right now?
It's about, I would say about 1-ish.
Okay, in about 4 hours or so, I have a meeting with Elith at the Tangled Thread, just in the narrow part of town by the wall. She's going to set us up with someone who will be interested in purchasing the coin that we got. Some good
Oh,
buys.
is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Well,
This
I was
stuff is
hoping-
heavy!
Well, I was hoping you'd maybe taken a bit of an interest in the fair thing, and maybe, I mean, we have been on the road for quite some time. It's understandable.
I'm happy to make connections because the better connections I have, the more wealth I bring back. This is phenomenal. This is my
Good
goal.
for you, Rave.
Thank you. I thought so.
Good on you.
They were referring to that kind of connections.
Oh,
All the connections are good connections.
right. So that's all well and good. We've got, Rez has got a lot to kind of unload. What after? You gents gonna just kind of be on your way?
Well, I mean, I don't. Do we have anything
any
to
plans?
do in the meantime?
I think that Vin's talking a bit beyond today.
Oh, you mean where we go next?
Aye.
Right.
Me and Vin have a job in the Titan Wilderness. You could join,
You have a job.
perhaps.
Something like that. It was a bit to do with escorting some druids up into the woods. It's a lengthy commitment, to say the least.
Are the druids
Cool.
here?
I know we've just been on
In
a
town.
we've been on a 12-day journey ourselves. Are you sure they're still here?
It would be more
Oh.
like 3 months.
Yeah, they've been here for a while now.
And they
Well, anyone else taking this job then, mate? What's the catch?
Couple have tried. Not many want to. I think the
Well-
catch is that it's a long job, and
The main thing is it's a long job. It's through the Titan Wilderness, which nobody really knows how to travel besides the residents of the Titan Wilderness. As well as, you guys, it's almost a month's journey, and winter's not that far away.
And is the Titanwood south or north?
North
east
of
or
where
west?
you guys are at.
Well, I don't care about
Yes.
that.
What?
North
East or
and
west?
east and
Ah,
west.
screw that.
Mattering if you guys are going east or west is mattering which direction the the client needs you to take them at that point. But still, The
I'm
Titan
going-
Fortress is directly north of you guys.
All
Though.
right, so
I'm going shopping while we're in town, by the way.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna do lots of shopping.
Oh
but
yeah.
we
Lots
might
of
need to
like-
offload the coin to get some spending money.
Well, with the impending news of what is about to happen, I'd much like to not be around.
Well, that's great. Hopefully, we can offload most of the coin here and get good currency for it, or at least trade with some necessary items, and then do what we do afterwards.
Well, I mean, if we do take this long commission, we'll certainly be out of the way here by the time things get sticky.
Do either of you know the Titan Wilderness?
Yes.
Born and raised, yeah.
Both of you?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's great then. This is easy then.
Oh, well, are you sure you want us to come along then, man? Because it seems like you all have this in the bag.
The offer stands, I think. I mean, I'm indifferent. If you'd like to come, I wouldn't say no.
Didn't you say last time when you were doing this you had more friends with you to do it?
Yeah, a couple of lasses that had to take off for, I think, they got grounded or something. They
Well,
had
I
to
mean,
move
so
on
you,
the way.
you expected your party to be bigger when you handled the job, but when you're down to 2, maybe you want an extra pair of hands, right? Yeah,
Well, you've all proven yourself quite capable.
I should think so.
well,
And I wouldn't say no to some company and some song, for the long nights there, right?
Oh, I'm great to making a good connection up there. Maybe I can find someone who's a good trader. Some nice, interesting, rare resources for hers.
It is something that's been in the back of my mind. Rez, you remember the talk about that black that solid black wood in the tree?
Yes.
I'm real curious about that.
Solid black wood.
Yeah, it sounded real interesting.
Oh, you've not seen it then?
No,
Actually, Brave, with them mentioning that, roll me a history check.
Oh, goody, history. Blessed be my 0 stat. 5.
That sounds like some neat wood.
It does sound like wood, yeah. Is it Blackwood? I've never heard of it. That's a great name. Someone should name a tavern Blackwood.
maybe.
Maybe we can build it out of Blackwood. Oh, there we go. I think we've got like a thing going right now.
well, out of curiosity, were you two planning to do this out of the goodness of your hearts, or was there actually supposed to be some sort of repayment?
Well, the blessing of the druids is payment in itself, is it not?
Is that a tangible thing?
Well,
I would say no, but yeah, I believe there was some coin involved.
I'm okay
Maybe
with
they-
getting favors and friendships because I'm sure they can pay off eventually. But coin's not bad either.
Do we have any idea who these lads follow? Who's their big and mighty upstairs?
Good question.
Or
Safe
the
assumption
Umstairs.
Safe assumption would probably be, one of the nature gods.
Those
Well,
range quite a bit.
It could
I'm
be
big into
either-
Elo.
Yeah, it'd be Elo. Elo is one of the gods more worshipped with farmers since he's more focused in agriculture and also, controlled nature. So it could be Savadine, Domus, or even Shamant.
Well, I'm hoping it's not Domus, because we just dealt with all that bullshit.
I mean, we got an in.
But yeah.
Hey, traveling with a winter druid?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say, and they're druids like you. Exactly.
I
like
mean,
you.
They're much. Well, I've not met them yet. Well, we met, but when we met, I was
were you drunk?
not quite looking on that edge. I suppose I was more just fascinated and excited to try and get on this job and learn something from them. So
Well, I mean, if you can learn something from them, they must be skilled. So that's good.
you can learn something from everyone.
I've met some dead ends before.
Well,
Fair
I,
enough,
for
fair
one,
enough.
would be interested enough to meet them and see what they have to say for themselves.
If I remember correctly, the druids there are in or around town here still, correct? Or should
So
be.
the druids that you're looking for, which I'll put you guys on the map in a second, but pretty much Let's drop you over here.
Woo! Ooh,
Pretty map.
Pretty, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to zoom in quite a bit. It's big. Meow.
I'm all up in there. Oh, cool. You got the
Okay,
cities in there.
okay.
You
Nice.
guys are currently at Redigal, which is right here. The Druid Groves is about halfway towards Rosewick. So about almost 2 days journey.
Uh-huh. And that's
Yeah.
where we'd have to go to even talk to them.
That's where we would have to go to even talk to them.
Okay.
See all those woods up there in the north, Arlo? That's the Titan Wilderness.
And Rave and Vin would know that this is where the Myth Claw, or at least their main camp, is located.
Aha.
I'm too zoomed in. I don't know where that was.
It's where there's a big thing that says Mythclaw.
Oh, well, there you go.
What's the distancing with this?
Distancing, I haven't actually figured it out all the way yet, but
It's a
first,
month worth.
Maybe
Yeah.
4 days to square it.
give or take. So pretty much it was a week's journey from the keep, and that's something that you were familiar with, and you were pretty much going up a trail that you already traveled. So usually a week, pretty much for 4 squares.
Alright,
And-
alright.
Alright, so then these are... Yeah, but then I'm guessing difficult terrain and stuff like that slows you
Difficult
down
terrain.
a little bit, no
Mhm.
roads.
For us. Now, luckily with Vin and Reza with you, some of the negatives are out of the way when traveling because they actually know routes, as well as, they could potentially communicate with some of the other tribes of the Mythclaw.
Old stopping grounds.
Get out a little bit there, Shadow.
Oh, I just said it's our old stopping grounds.
Yeah.
A lot of holes with people stuck inside of them over there.
On this
So-
map, Spaz, whereabout was the cavern where we first went up to look for the green dragon?
The Jasper Springs. The Jasper
Yeah.
Springs were right around here.
Oh, good.
They were right before you guys would reach the pretty much tree line of the Titan Wilderness. And when you guys first came out of the Titan Wilderness, it was over by this river over here, before traveling to Rosewick.
Not sure if I want to go back or pass it up, Rez, but there was that's where we ran into Fancy and her friends, the twins, Storm twins. Yeah.
The who?
Yeah.
The ones who got grounded.
Oh,
No, not
Oh,
those. They were with us. Yeah, these guys, couple of short folk like yourself, kind of knocked us out. Kind of
All right, mate. Do you want to
knocked
go
us
fuck
around a
them
little
up?
bit. I'd kind of like to, yeah, but I'm not quite sure that we could. They are.
Let's go kill them, mate.
Wait, what?
Well, Fancy, you should say that. There is a quite a hefty bounty on them, Indrid.
Right. We'll go help you take these druids up there. Rest up. You get your special druid power-up mushrooms, and then we go and kill these bitches.
They did take my eye and arm.
They're what now?
What?
I got better.
I got
Right. Right.
Okay, exactly how strong are these outlaws?
The bounty on them. It was what was it, like 500,000?
What?
for both
Oh.
for both the twins
Gold,
together.
yeah.
It's 500,000 gold.
Right.
What?
Well,
Okay, I'm assuming
no.
they're very formidable. This doesn't sound good.
To be fair, mate, we did just kill an entire army, technically.
To be fair, we negotiated and decided not to get fucked. in
It's
the ass.
all the same, mate. One way or the other. I'm just saying maybe we scoped the place out a bit.
I was more interested in the cave. There was supposedly a sighting of a green dragon.
Yeah.
Again, not building confidence in this task. Honestly, I'll tell you what. I'd be interested in hearing what Wobbles has to say. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Nope.
He just looks over at Rezo and he's like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna waste my energy to be sure I can talk to these fools today.
He's considering the options.
How polite of you.
mean, if the squirrel's not nodding eagerly with a head nod, I'm not going for it.
Just a thought.
Like,
we can talk about it
Wobbles
on the
is gonna
road.
do his shrug. It would be fun to watch you guys go there.
Yeah, okay. I think maybe that's the after quest, with the other one being probably better to start with.
Yeah, right, man. We go do this, see how we're feeling, and then, on the way back, maybe we slit a few throats and kill a few dragons.
Is very good. I got my own thing I'm gonna do a little bit later tonight, but just got a bright idea.
Okay.
Well, I imagine we're not setting off until daybreak since we have a good day or two's travel to get to their grove.
Right, yeah. And we'll need provisions. We can't really take a cart up through the wilderness, can we?
On that note, Spaz, for mounts, are mastiffs available? As mounts. They're in the player's handbook.
I know they're in the player's handbook.
But are they
Too
in the city?
big for that.
We're in a dwarven city. I'd say
You-
ponies for sure.
Ponies would be a definite. War horses would also be a definite. That you would have to find a proper trader. When it comes to mastiffs, that would honestly be a roll. So I guess my question is high or low?
Low, because I'm the one who it's probably for.
Okay. That is a 89.
Oh,
Well.
Sadly, they do not sell any mastiffs. You do notice there are a couple hounds in here and there, though it looks like the only dogs they really have in this town or in the city are for the guards.
They have camels.
I did find a bloodhound earlier today.
This is
Going.
Camels to the north, yes.
This is not a location for camels.
The Sahara gets really cold.
It
Just
does
saying.
get really cold during the night. I'll give you that. But I'm gonna say this is not the
All right.
environment for camels.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a pony.
Okay then.
Okay, well.
What about sled dogs?
Can we use a sled there? Is it
Terrible.
snowing?
Well, it's not
Would be.
snowing yet, but winter is coming.
So we
I
have to
will say-
haul it with us all the way up there?
I would say
There's
this
that
much
horse.
for Rezo and also Vin. You guys are used to pretty much traveling on foot when it comes
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Titan Wilderness, just because it's not really. There's no roads. There's no nothing like that, and it's very dense woods. so
I
it's
should
very
suspect we
difficult
might be
travel.
able to pull a sled through, but that might be the limit of it.
I think we could just use a pony, maybe.
Can I get like a Shetland pony that's like one of those furry winter pony, the Skyrim horse?
Shaggy ones, yeah.
And then I'm going to also purchase the pack and a riding saddle.
Well, good for you, Ingrid.
Oh, well, it's for Arlo. So.
Oh, Arlo.
How many horses do we have right now?
We've got Limelight and
2.
Gray, Speckle Gray. Wait, I don't think we named that one, did we?
You never named them, thinking that they
Camels.
would survive.
Unless Vin asked them what their name was. I mean,
Alright.
Well, Limelight didn't have a name either. I just kind of gave it to them. They don't quite do the naming thing.
Right, so we have 2 horses, and you think I'll need a pony?
Oh, mate,
Injured.
if the snow gets like shin high for us, that's like no problem, really, mate. But if it gets shin high for us, that's like chest height for you.
Well, I suppose that's true. I was thinking perhaps either Vin or Uther would give me a bit of a lift, but if this is
Awesome.
Right, we could
easier,
also use it as a supply pack as well. I bought some saddlebags with it, so we can store some more supplies. Also, if we run across any loot, we won't have to worry about divvying it up between us and marching it back. It's an investment. Eventually, this pony will grow into a horse.
I can tell you, you won't be running into much gold or coin up in the woods.
are you sure it's not just like a miniature horse that we just call a pony, not like a
No,
full
mate.
horse?
It's a pony, mate.
I feel like Arlo would really know this.
Yes,
The-
Arlo would know this. The question is, will Arlo correct it?
Yeah. Injured. Just like you see how you and I look different. No matter how much time passes, I'm not going to grow anymore. I'm afraid your pony's in rather the same boat.
Nah,
All right.
we don't have horses where I'm from, mate. But that just sounds a little wonky.
Where are you from again?
Here's your horse, Arlo. Go ahead and name it.
Uh,
You know, the things they would be writing down there would grow with age. Pretty well.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, I mean, provisions are certainly something we can get. But like I said, I've got a meeting for us at the Tangled Thread at 5.
All right. So
What's the Tangled Thread? Is that a...
Shop. It's a shop.
Oh, okay.
imagine
It's right there in the narrow town. Right.
Do they have big doors too?
I don't know, actually. I've never been there.
Oh, if you've not been, yeah.
I mean, we can always browse and walk by it to see what it looks like from the outside.
I have a shopping list.
Well, let's get started then.
Sure.
Okay, shopping way. Here we go. I'm gonna try to
Shopping
cover up
episode.
this stuff. Yeah, Rave is gonna try to do his best to keep the tensor discs going, have the piles covered and floating, and pretty much not take his eyes off them, I guess.
Okay. Quite a lot of stuff you're carrying there.
Well, a lot of the discs are carrying.
Well, honestly, like, Uther probably could just carry all of it.
Well, yeah, sure, carry. Yeah,
Easily.
Uther can carry whatever Uther can't carry. I'll use a disc to help him on. But yeah, I'll stick and keep an eye on things. I don't want anyone taking our shit.
Uther will just carry the entire group because he has the carry weight for it.
By the way, I did ask us to check over ourselves before we left. It's like everyone got everything. If we did a little look-see patsies, are we all good?
I need to roll something now. Hold on.
Already lost my feather. What more do you want from me, Spaz?
I don't know. The real question is what more does Feek want?
I'll kill him.
That's. Hold on. Actually,
Gotta catch him first.
you gotta catch him first.
I don't.
Getting really good sleight of hand rolls. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, rogues, man.
Yeah.
And he's what level now? Is he up to level 3?
He's level 3 now.
Ooh,
That's-
we got an
that's
archetype.
something.
Yeah. Do we know what his
Okay, then.
archetype is?
Nope.
I'm,
Didn't guess thief.
I would guess arcane with his intelligence.
Yeah.
Turns out he doesn't actually have an archetype. He went monk.
So,
He multi-classed.
yeah.
That's a terrifying concept. Is Feek going monk? Okay then.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Okay then.
Does everyone have everything? Are we all good? Do we all have?
Rezo, you are missing something actually now. That
Son
you
of a
remember
bitch!
yourself.
What am I missing?
It's something that you keep losing for some reason.
Hair.
No.
He shaped me?
Hair.
No. The fishing pole's missing again.
Motherfucker. I noticed that.
You notice the fishing pole is like no longer strapped to your bag.
Okay, it's about this big.
It is
He's
about
good.
that big.
He's how big
I
is it
think
on
I'll
feet?
look
It's gotta be
at
like
the party.
Yeah, it's a collapsible fishing pole. That's what.
yeah.
So at this point, as you're looking around the party, you'll notice something odd as you'll see Feek on the back of Uther without Uther really noticing, with the fishing pole with pretty much a carrot on the end of it. Trying to like lead it in front of him, but it's a really big rod, but he's like fumbling around with it at the moment, trying to get it around in front of Uther.
No,
You
no,
know
no,
what?
mate. I want to see what happens.
I'll just add another fishing pole to my shopping list. It's only a gold.
Just
This one will actually have all the hooks.
I
and
want to
tassels,
imagine there's
so-
going to be some bucking.
There's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a flying goblin sometime later.
Alright.
Which actually, I'll just go into Uther's sheet and roll a perception check.
I just auto bought everything Spaz. I bought some winter gear. I had to rebuy my trench coat,
I sent him all my stuff too.
signal whistle, and then the horse saddle pack, and then some feed for it.
How much is winter gear?
Yeah.
5 bags of
I
ball bearings.
I
5
just
bags
did
of
the same
Caltrops.
price as fine clothing,
That sounds
Fine,
fair.
How much is that?
Good
25
idea.
gold.
25 gold? Okay.
Yeah.
Assume around that price, and the only downside is like if it gets wet, it's pretty much done for the most part.
Yeah,
Do I
imagine
get a
it's
discount?
just like heavy furs.
Yeah,
and shit like that.
tiny.
Sure.
Children get like serious discounts on
I'm
clothes. All I'm
thinking
saying.
like right now, 15 gold for your side.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good discount.
Is no, never mind.
There is one kind of rare thing Arlo would be interested in, and that is a magnifying glass.
Ooh.
Something
That
he's
is
heard about.
expensive.
That
It
thing's
is expensive.
bullshit.
It is gonna be difficult to find.
That's why I'm asking.
Also, yeah. Also, are you gonna be looking over those glasses anytime, or?
I mean, not on our shopping trip.
Also, Rezo, I don't notice a pearl in that thing. Are you waiting on buying that
Oh,
yet?
right. Yeah.
Or-
well, which is a pearl.
100 gold
100 gold
100
pearl.
gold.
for this component.
How soon can we sell those coins?
You have no
5
clue.
o'clock
You
is the
haven't-
best I can guess.
You have not got a trader, though. Considering you guys are trading at this, or pretty much going around the city at this point, getting your basic needs and all that stuff. Correct me again, magnifying glass, Arlo.
Yes.
That's well within the number, I'll say. So you find one. Still
Ooh.
expensive as hell, though.
100 gold.
My goodness.
Well, Arlo doesn't have any. He lost Firebolt, so he doesn't have any way to start fires.
He lost
Also,
Firebolt. Oh my god, I don't know why.
Because I took the mind.
Do
the
you
new
not have
caution one.
prestidigitation?
Nope.
Oh, well, I do. I mean, I can say, Arlo, by the way, I've got prestidigitation. Do you need...
He also likes it because as an artist, like being able to examine small
Okay.
details is something that I think he would like.
So, Rave, you have the option. Are you going to buy the pearl and some equipment, or are you going to buy all the equipment and not the pearl?
I ain't buying a pearl. I don't know what you on about.
You're talking
Not
about.
Rave, Rezo, please.
Got my name
Damn.
again.
I'm never going to learn your name.
No.
Never going to do it, Rezo.
Fuck.
You can also
can
ask
somebody
other
loan me-
people. Yeah.
No.
Rez, what do you need?
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
All the shit.
The question is, can you find somebody that isn't spending all their gold at the moment?
Alright, I was gonna say, were you buying healer kits?
Me? Nope.
No, Rezo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
was
planning on it eventually, but not now.
Buying a tinderbox, I think that's it.
I will ask the 2 residents of the Titan Woods how many rations would be safe for us to, to have on hand.
So
20?
Vin,
Oh,
you could comfortably
20?
feed yourself an Uther with your scavenging ability.
Right.
So,
Gone for months.
Yeah, well, like
Yeah, well.
I know finding stuff on the road, but there is gonna be
between
very-
scavenging and hunting and fishing, I mean, we'll be okay, but it wouldn't
I
hurt to
would
have
say, like,
a good.
the
Yeah.
the safe amount of rations you guys would probably want to bring with you is around like 4 weeks of rations, honestly, full month's
like
worth.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much does that weigh again? Is it a pound per
Quite a
ration?
bit. I think it's 2.
2 pounds per ration? What the hell rations are we carrying?
Hey,
No, that's
Hard-
why
I
we
was saying
have
it's
the
hardtack. Hardtack ain't that heavy.
Hold on. That's why we have the pony.
It's
With the
true.
saddlebags.
Yeah, 30 per person. More than 30 per person. I think it's
man, that
so,
pony just gets snatched by
30
like, a dragon or
rations,
something. All your
60
rations.
pounds, 60 pounds per person.
6 people, but technically 2 of those people have to eat twice as
And
much because
also,
they're
don't
giant.
forget, you have Limelight and No Name.
So we have 2 more horses.
Yeah, and they gotta get
Could
fed
we
too. Oh.
could we just say
You
that
carry
we
stuff.
collectively buy
You also don't know what the druid that you're going to be traveling with
Also true.
can also do.
they can get their own shit.
Well, yeah, but the question is, can
They
they,
may
get
be able to
you
help
guys shit as well?
us.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll find out after that point. But
Do you guys just want to buy like 100 rations? And like
Like
have
the
them on the
100 gold?
horses?
that would only that wouldn't get us far. Because if each one of us needs 30, that's only 3 people basically.
100 rations, and plus Rezo, don't you have a ability with your cooking utensils, or is that a later thing you're looking at getting?
That would be a feat for a later thing.
I mean, I also have fishing gear and we can hunt and shit like that. So I think if we
Right.
get 100 rations, I think would be a worst case scenario. We eat one of the horses.
Yeah, that's about 2 days.
That's
Well, actually,
literally,
with our
like-
party, that's a day.
Yeah, like
That's-
worst case scenario, we eat one of the horses.
A horse is
Not Limelight.
A horse is about, if you can salvage it right, which you have
Obviously.
two people that could salvage it. It's about 60 pounds of usable meat.
Prepping for
tried.
that, I am going to buy.
it.
Well, here's the thing. The question is like how much you're taking with you and stuff like that, and also carrying it as well.
Okay, I have 30 rations for Arlo allotted.
Yeah, I'll buy my own rations in a bit, I guess, too, but, oh, man, there's just so much crap to worry about.
So much food and stuff.
Okay, oh, by the way, I do have a means to give us a teeny bit of a dry place. Sadly not for Vinny, but it's a good one. It'll help us out for camping.
I prefer the outdoors.
Yeah, I would
As well.
include you, but the spell wasn't crafted for your size.
That's okay.
Same goes for Uther. Sorry, Uther.
Yeah. And I will actually go over to Uther and say, there was a beverage shop you saw before where you seemed to get some rather nice stuff now that we're a little more flush. Would you mind leading me over there?
He'll agree with that and bring you over to the what is it? The Mortar and Pestle Cafe, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Where Uther goes, I go, because I'm watching that shit. Ooh, we ain't losing this fortune.
I am watching that money.
Yeah.
It is all we need in life is coin.
All right.
Okay then. So I'm assuming you're going in by yourself at this point. Uther will lead you there, but he doesn't want to cause, you know.
The filly's not too friendly.
Yeah.
All right.
So he'll just be a bit away. He's like just kind of shooing you away at this point.
I thought there was a handout, but I didn't see it on the.
I don't think I made a handout for the alchemist
Okay.
for the mortar and pestle.
You did.
I did make
Thought-
I did make a PDF with all the stuff.
Yeah.
inside of it.
Yeah, it's in the PDF.
Where did I post that? I think it might be deep within the recovery room. Give me a second. I'll repost it. It's
Okay. But yeah, we don't need to spend 10 minutes on it.
Yeah. By the way, Vinny, will we need like climbing gear or anything like that? Any kind of like shit that we should have on our?
Well, if you plan to climb trees, I mean, I like to do that every now and again. Not get too; they get pretty tall.
I'd recommend buying snowshoes.
That's part of the winter wear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would assume it's part of the winter wear, because like 25 gold's quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I would
because
assume,
fine
like-
clothes is only 15 gold, so I'm assuming.
Oh. Dylan.
A little bit more expensive. Who cares?
What?
It's only gold. It sounds.
I forgot I had this spaz, but I got a bunch of ore on me from back at the fortress.
Oh yeah, the charcoal like.
Charcoaly ore.
Okay then, you do
Is
have
something
that.
I can identify and or offload around here.
You would need to find somebody that can identify that, because you weren't able to originally, from what I remember. You tried to, but failed miserably. So
Right.
the best thing you have is I believe it's the Twisted Hammer. Is the blacksmith shop if you want to try there, or you can see if or the Heated Hammer. That's what it's called.
Heated hammer.
You can
Okay.
check out the Heated Hammer, or you can possibly see if Rave's contact in the city or new best friend could help you out with appraising those.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. I'll come with you then, Rave, when we
Oh, I invited you all.
Mind.
Yeah, you're all coming with me. Just
You're all coming with me.
Yeah, this stuff is heavy. I'd like to get rid of it. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you 100%.
Okay then. And Arlo.
Yep.
Interested in getting?
Well, to save
I can't find the PDF, but I do have most of what it has inside of it in mind.
to save time, he only has 82 gold, so I know some of the stuff was like 100 plus.
So
God, how did you run out so fast?
So for
Magnifying glass, man.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
the magnifying
That's
glass. It's pretty nice. So, from what you can tell looking around inside the shop, so the only one that you could buy would be Lion's Brew, the Lion's Brew, or Lion's Mane, if I'm correct, is what it's called. That's the only one that comes out around 50 gold, and it has 5 brews inside of it. What it can do is it gives you a resistance to fear for 1 hour, as well as immunity to any fear, or getting rid of any fear for the hour, or
So-
that you already have. Blah words.
So you basically become immune to fear for an hour.
Pretty much.
Okay. As a halfling, it's not the most attractive.
It's not. It's one of those ones. It's like most races have or most races or classes have abilities against fear, so like it's cheaper for a reason.
Okay.
All
Maybe.
the other brews are at 100 golds, unless you want to like collab with anybody to get some more.
I imagine she also has just an ordinary healing potions, right?
No.
Only the
Oh
tea.
no.
Magic
Special
magic
tea.
stuff is like nowhere around here.
So
Oh,
a
okay.
proper alchemist is usually kept by the lord of the land, whoever owns the area. For the most part, it's something they try to control on how many there actually are.
Okay.
So this is one of the best things you can get besides an alchemist, honestly.
Okay. That being the case, we'll just skip on over and I'll do my own bookkeeping.
I can loan you 50 gold if you give me those glasses.
We don't really know what they do. But I will tell you this. I had an idea, and he pulls out this will be kind of hopefully an aside between Indrid and him, which I imagine he did since Indrid started the conversation. I was thinking, and he pulls out the Wand of Secrets. Maybe this is something we could pass around the party, you know? You try, and once you find something, you pass it on to the next person so everyone gets a chance at that.
Chance at what, mate?
Well, you know, a chance to be a little detective, find the trail, that sort of.
Well, mate, if you want to give up one of your magical hinky dinks without the promise of getting it back, that's on you, mate. I think it'd be a very kind gesture.
So you don't think that you'd pass it on after, you know, you had your turn with it?
I mean, of course I would, mate. Scout's honor.
What's a scout?
I'll see, what they do is they go in front of the armies, mate, and they like look around and reconnoiter stuff. Then they come back and they report stuff, so it has to be very precise on a scout's honor. And you all learned something today now.
Yes, by your supernatural expert.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'll just sit on it for now. And I appreciate the gesture, Indrid, but there's always things to buy later on. So I won't trouble myself.
Fair enough, mate.
And yeah, I'm done with shopping for.
Good then. With you guys pretty much going back and forth for a good while, shopping, seeing what you need, complaining about not having enough currency at the moment. You guys eventually meet back up at the Tangled Thread. Is anybody, is anybody going to just go elsewhere, try to go find an inn or anything like that, or are all of you gonna meet up at the Tangled Thread at this point?
I'll be there.
Sure.
Around the time you guys were asked to meet, Rave, you've been waiting there with Uther for quite a while since you guys finished up pretty fast with what you guys were doing at this point.
We found all of our shopping then?
Yes,
Not in there. Okay, cool.
pretty much, unless it was like something like rare that you guys wanted to find, like wasn't that difficult to find anything. The hardest thing was probably the hounds, right next to the magnifying glass.
With your world, would alchemist supplies even be available?
Alchemist supplies would be available. It's just they're hard to find. Only specific people would have it. So that would be another roll to make to see if you can even find it.
Yeah. Do you want me like a D100 or an investigation or
D100.
Okay. Do I have to call high or low?
High or low beforehand.
Stick with low. That is a 53.
You're right back.
50. Above. above half. I'm gonna say at the moment you can't really find anybody that's specializing in it. You find a nice a couple of glass sets that could be used with it, but nothing else to go with it to actually help you with brewing.
All right.
Okay then. So you all meet up at the Twisted Thread at this point. It's starting to get a bit dark. Sun's starting to tuck away a bit. As who's going in and who's not?
Is it big enough for big people to go in?
It's gonna be Vin's gonna have to go in like usual. Going down on his side and crawling through, pretty much.
Vin, do you want to stick outside and we keep the door open so you can hear us and you can keep an eye on Uther? Buddies?
They're not here.
They're not here. Well then, yes, Vinny. Good job on you, sticking with Uther.
Right, hold the door, mate.
Hold the door.
Hold the door.
We'll continue holding it, as pretty much from what it sounds like everybody else is just going inside of the shop at this point.
What kind of vibe are we putting off here? Like, is this friendly? Are we muscling in?
Friendly.
I'm gonna be friendly.
You open up the door, a bell noise is made to pretty much alert anybody that's inside the shop of somebody entering, as well as a very strong smell of sage kind of floats out the door as you guys open it. As you guys can all hear what sounds to be slight humming further into the shop at this point. As you look inside of it, you can see what looks to be multiple mannequins set up with proper sets of clothing, as well as full sheets of just cloth, fleeces, things like that, just laid about.
It's a nice shop. Hello, hello!
Oh, hello there, as you hear a voice coming from above. As you can see what looks to be Elith pretty much up about what looks to be almost 3 stories higher into the shop. It's a very large building.
Well, then you could totally sit in here.
As she pretty much floats down for the most part. It's good to see you all here. I was not expecting so many, but this could work. So, business then.
Yes, so we have quite a bit of coin to offload, essentially.
I kind of gesture to the window or anything that the door, open door, so she could see Uther in his laden state.
I would probably best suggest to move those inside at the moment.
It's okay if Uther comes in? I didn't.
Oh, sure, of course.
Okay, Vinny, you can come in too. It's pretty tall.
As she turns around and does a hand gesture as a symbol shows up in her hand, as one of the doors in the back opens up, as it's a large 2-door opens up.
Take it back! Take it back! Go around the back! Go around the back!
That
Don't
should be
squeeze.
Accommodating for their size and everything like that.
I must say, I'm very impressed. I didn't expect a nice shop here in the Narrows.
For the most part, this is usually where you find most of the other Kethnu, as well as a certain amount of the traders.
I like it. It's a great place. Just for introductions, this here is Rezo, of course you know Indrid and Arlo. That here is, of course, Uther. And lastly, Vinny. Vin, if you want.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. So then, you came here for appraising, or is it actually for selling?
Well, if you know the right people and have the time to spare, I could leave you the sale to them, but we can then just sell it to you for a good rate. And you could get the remaining profit from those who are keen on such treasures.
I could do that, or I could find the individuals to sell it to and only take a percentage as well.
Well, that's a question. How long would that take? We're not going to be able to linger too long.
Well, I can't really tell you until I actually see how much and what you have.
Well, let's just draw it a sample, shall we? Uther, do you mind if I grab a coin?
Uther's like, or do you?
Grab the coin. This is a big one. There you go.
Yeah. She's gonna look it over. She's actually going to cast a few other spells on it.
Oh, you're skilled. Very skilled.
Rezo, you'll notice a pearl being used. Very nice pearl. But
Rub
she
it in,
goes
why
over
don't you?
it. Well then, this right here is definitely impressive to say the least. Now, considering how much you have, though, that might cause a bit of problems for you. So, here's the good news and here's the bad news.
The good news is the base value that I could give you if you just want to sell it all is the same value of whatever whatever the coinage it actually weighs at for the material itself.
How much would 1 coin then equal for you?
That would matter, honestly. It is back and forth of what I can actually find with it. For how much is here, the value of all of it does reduce quite a bit. But if I would take this as it, or I would trade with you, with it being at its base material value, and then sell it off, I would probably only be making a profit of only 20% at that point.
Still not a bad profit for the connections you know. Good to stay in business.
Yes. Though also that's the other thing. It could also be lost in price as well for the other point of if I'm not going to find sellers, or I'm not trying to find buyers and more sellers, then that could also adjust the price as well. So I guess my main thing at this point is we can do one of three things at this point. I can just purchase it from you as the base value of the materials itself, which obviously is reduce the price and also the back and forth of it being an artifact or ancient materials that could have a different value mattering on who I find to sell to. Or if you want me to take time, we could set up a contract of a certain percentage I will take from the base value of what you have here, and what I can find through either finding another seller to sell it to, which could be a little bit less, or a specific buyer or buyers.
And how much would you value the flat rate right now?
Looks it over. The best price I can give to it right now, flat with how much you have, is about, give or take, 11,000 gold.
And that's combining Uthers and Rezos?
That's combining Uthers and Rezo. Because
All
I
we
should
got.
know, Uther doesn't have just gold. He took all the coinage he could carry, because that's all that they had left at that point, is all the rest of the other coinage. So he has a mixture of large copper as well as large silver.
Well, we're about to leave for like 3 months, right?
If you guys, decide to leave that early as well.
So just a quick question, because I know you would know what the divide is. How much of that 11 is Uthers and how much is Rezos?
So Rezos would be around 4,000. And then, actually, wait a minute.
Okay.
Uther might actually add a little bit more. It might
Yeah.
actually come out. It might come out to actually 12, if I'm correct, in total. 12,000 is the total amount.
Okay.
Rezo having 4.
So Rezo 4, him 8.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
4,000? I'd be okay with that.
4,000 straight gold. You lose any potential other or additional values you have to it.
Well, as Indrid was about to point out, we could let her take her time to find the right buyers, as we're gone for months in the wilderness. And maybe when we come back, it might be worth more. It's a lot either way, more than I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely, and also another problem is I would suggest is this is a lot of merchandise that we would be moving around. Now I could give you all the currency now, but honestly that's not safe. So it's up to you of how you wish to also get this payment.
Tell me, seeing that you're very well connected within the guild, do you know if they carry any expensive items that could at least be easier use, or perhaps even potentially useful for parting adventurers that we could use as a trade? Word gets around. I'm sure you've heard of some interesting things.
There are a couple things that I can do. The problem is, as far as I know, none of you are affiliated with any of the trading guilds in the area, so it makes it a little bit difficult to set up a proper contract.
Well, I know quite a few, I think. I'm pretty well connected. I've traded quite a bit with the Kethnu.
Arlo's also a merchant background.
Where is Arlo originally? If I'm right, you're from the...
I don't know if we ever decided.
I don't think we ever did decide it. Like, we went back and forth. I think the main place that we settled on, though we didn't really discuss it anymore, was the Lake Coast, or around the area of, like, Kandor proper.
for you guys to
Okay.
get an idea. So within pretty much that valley. So you're a bit from the south, so you probably have some workings with the Ketnu. The best thing she could do is that she can give you guys a large sum of feathers, which
Yeah, they're good.
they're good. They're not very heavy as well. They're very light, and they effectively one of the feathers is the same as you guys carrying
30.
one of the bars, pretty much. So it will reduce your guys' weight down by a lot if you're carrying feathers. That is like the best thing she could do, considering none of you are, as far as I can tell, possibly Rave has any connections with the Kethnu guild at all. So no credit could really be formed.
Oh, I don't credit, not a problem. But if there were items here in the city that you know, special traders here in the district that might have some rare and unique items of great value that would be, equivalent to the amount that we have. These things special.
That would be a little bit more difficult, just for the point that usually people that have items like that like to keep it a secret or aren't willing to trade it just because of its value.
Well, that's why I figured. Maybe in case you knew. I figured your intelligence is vastly superior to mine, and I would bow to your wisdom.
I would have an idea of some people that would want that. It's just the question is of what you're looking for and if you're just trying. So are you looking to... What are you looking to do with this trade exactly?
Well, I mean, get the coin if we can. That's the worst case scenario. We can always just do that.
So
and
do
then,
you want to... So which trading method do you want to do?
I suppose we could just go with the flat, if it was all right. If you could gather that much coin, it's quite a bit of feathers. But if you had anyone who was willing to perhaps sell anything that could be useful to adventurers, I've heard there are many great items of some magical properties even that could be valuable to those in journeying or questing.
I'll look around when collecting the coin, but for now, I will say hold on to all of this. I will get back to you tomorrow with your coinage if you just want to sell it as the material cost, and I think we could leave it at that.
Could we sell 1/4 now for material costs, and the 3/4 let you sell over time?
Guys, out of character, I think we're overcomplicating this.
I just need a little bit of money.
Like, do we want to get it now or later? Let's just...
Well, to be fair, the main shareholder isn't here.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have no problem with the whole converting it to quick coin at all. I was just curious if we were just role playing using the connections in case there was any amazing items here in the city that were hidden and just waiting for us to find. And here's a trader who knows better than we do.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Good chunk of money.
Yeah, no doubt.
What Elith will do is, from what it sounds like, you guys just want to do fast cash. So she'll sell it all or pretty much get the money together so she can buy it off of you all as base pretty much material cost. You'll need until tomorrow to collect the coin and everything like that. So, and then if she finds, or she can get any information on anybody that is potentially selling or willing to trade for a magic item, then she will inform you tomorrow, if possible.
Heirlooms of a noble house that have fallen on rough times.
Yeah, exactly. Or anyone who's just like, I'm never going to go out again, never going to use this again, might as well just get coins so I can live a luxurious life and let the next person...
Eh.
I also need to know about this this batch of charcoaly ore. If there's something that you could take a look at, maybe.
Oh, sure. I'll take a quick look.
Thanks. Since we're here now.
Do we still have any unidentified magic items in the party?
Yeah, the spectacles and the potions that Deke has, I guess.
Okay.
That's true, actually.
Grab the
Then
potions.
I will.
We don't...
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that pearl for you, Riz.
I'll pay you back tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Now that I know you're getting paid, I'll give you the money. And
While they're
I
going
was-
over the terms for the sale, can I steal a pair of gloves?
you can
Like a
try
pair of
to-
nice leather ones?
You can try to steal a pair of gloves.
Can I have advantage since they're going over paperwork?
You can have disadvantage.
No.
For reasons, I'm sure.
It's a shop. They probably got some kind of security.
Deals with a lot of.
And who is
Yeah.
a caster who's running it?
Yeah. Never mind.
My judgment tells me.
This seems like a very difficult task.
Can I buy a pair of nice
Oh,
leather gloves?
you could buy.
Fine.
You can buy a very nice pair.
How much?
I'll buy them.
5 gold.
Gold.
Well,
Got it.
They're very nice.
I mean, Feek's been rolling pretty good. You should ask him to steal it for you.
Feek's got my goddamn feather. When I find it, I'm gonna slit his little throat.
Oh no, we lost Dylan on that remark.
didn't. Oh,
How appropriate.
Sometimes it comes back.
is Arlo still walking around with a gaudy ring?
No, he has little mittens on.
Oh, mittens. Okay.
I got Reynauds. Yeah. So the charcoal stuff for
Mhm.
Bitten.
Yeah.
Charcolior?
So she looks it over. Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm not an expert in metals, but
Mm.
if I would assume this would have to be either a type of adamantine or maybe ebonite. Not sure.
Would I have any clue what either of those are?
Adamantine, you would know, is the same material, one of those
Team.
glaives that Rave is carrying with him. And ebonite, give me a nature check.
Damn it, I was supposed to use my dice.
Do you want to switch to your
I feel
dice?
like, well, I will, but I already rolled, so.
I'll give you it this one time.
Okay. 19
19? Okay.
Better.
plus 4.
So
Oh.
what you
Oh.
would know of ebonite is it's a very fine metal, very similar to mithril in many of its effects. Though one of its main capabilities is during a full moon, it has a very bright glow to it. And it's used in most of the time rituals that are connected with the moonlight.
Now, wait a minute now. Have we been going across a full moon as we've been traveling?
I
don't
noticed it
know.
glowing.
Question is, has my moon thing been working or
I
not?
haven't had it out anyways. It's been inside this crate basically the whole time.
You have not been noticing it glow. You haven't really been looking over it. So
Well, thanks for that information. Maybe I'll stop by the blacksmith and see if he's got any interest in it.
I should note both metals are very valuable. You can at least get about, if you sell it, about 500 gold. Though if you have somebody work with it, it could be even more valuable, mattering what you turn it into.
Yeah, Uther's a good blacksmith.
Like one hell of a cod piece.
It's one hell of a cod piece.
Well, I
You
don't
know, my
quite use metal myself.
I might be interested in adamantine cod piece, to be honest.
All right, that's good information. I'll keep it for now.
Okay then. Anything else you have questions for Elith?
Oh, Rave, you need some alone time now? We'll be back. We'll be out in the.
I mean, I think we already
Right.
negotiated everything.
Give him
didn't we?
a little elbow nudge and head out.
Yep. Yeah, right, mate. We'll be out with the ponies.
Did I forget something? I'm pretty sure I covered it all.
We all leave them in there.
Well then, it was nice meeting you all, and also congratulations with your exploits at the fort.
Right.
Thank you.
I assume that means Steel Toe talked to you about it?
Of course. He's a very open individual
Is he?
when it comes to talking with people around him.
Oh. Didn't get that from him. Oh. Well, thank you. We did very well. I'd imagine.
Oh,
Right, mate. Let's
Hawk
just
blocked and he's not even here. Nah, maybe next time, Rave.
So you guys pretty much leave.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See you all then. Okay then. So what are you all doing at this point? It's around 6ish.
I have a job to do.
Drinking.
Oh yes. Do you have the money for that yet though? She said we
Oh,
get it
that's
to you
tomorrow. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I did. I made sure that was in the list that I sent you. It only costs 10 gold to recast the spell.
Oh no, the one I told you he needs to cast costs 500 gold.
Oh, then I will wait until
It
tomorrow.
costs
then, yeah.
extra for
Damn.
what he wants.
Okay. I will
My
wait till tomorrow
God.
then.
What the fuck kind of? Oh man. I'm gonna get that pearl. I'm gonna buy that pearl for Rezo and give it to
Okay,
him.
that'll be
That's
on
100 gold. Did you say?
100 gold, yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, I think
I can now cast Identify.
I think we've.
Shall we get rooms at the old board?
Will that be safe with what we're carrying on us currently?
Right, mate. Maybe we should camp out.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, sure.
I know a good spot.
And where's the good spot?
Out this way.
Okay.
Grab all the horses and ponies and all the shit we've been buying all day. And conspicuously lead this money train out of town.
Right.
Yeah. I can cast a very secure dome and keep the money in there.
Sounds
Good
like
idea.
Sounds like a fun plan.
I'll get my string and my bells and I'll put them around the camp as well.
Okay then. It's pretty much setting up camp a bit of ways outside of town. I would assume you guys are traveling probably like that mile outside of town to get to the tree line, or are you like...
Yeah.
I think it's wherever Vinny, sure. Where are we going, Vinny?
Where are you going, Vin? You're muted.
North up to the tree line.
Okay, so you guys are traveling about the mile away outside of town, just pretty much, for the most part. Get away from civilization and have a somewhat peaceful night.
I will put my hunting trap out with a little bit of food in it.
And I'll
See
just
if an animal comes and eat it.
I'll tiny hut for those who can go in it and make up
Give
my
me-
2-person tent.
A survival check, Rezo.
I could help with that.
I would appreciate that.
Whoa.
Dear.
I don't think it's going to help much, but
Yeah.
it's just out in the open, no bushes or anything covering it. Just a big shiny hunting trap, like a little
Be
piece
fair.
of cheese on it.
Most animals are stupid.
Most animals are stupid.
Case in point, Rizzo.
Oh, damn.
I have a 16 intelligence, thank you very much.
Yeah, but you're only as smart as a goblin. Sheesh. How does that feel? Okay then. So you set up your trap, hoping for the best. At this point, though, you're not very confident in it.
God, I still want to know what happened to Feek when he succeeded, because he just didn't.
Nothing good for us.
So I guess let's go over what happened to Feek, because Uther rolled a 3 on his perception check, so he didn't notice it for a while. But he will eventually notice the carrot, so the question is, will Feek evade? 13 plus 6.
It's most ACs.
Well, that's not to hit Feek. At this point, it's more for Feek to try to avoid Uther's sight long enough.
Oh, he's stealthing.
Yeah.
I mean, does he get disadvantage because he's on the?
So then, this goes on for a while until Uther eventually takes out his halberg and pretty much cuts the carrot off the string. He luckily evades getting captured by the centaur that is very irritated. He's looking at one of you guys that can cast Mage Hand at the moment. Very suspicious.
Hey, I can't cast my
I
trap.
can't do mage hand. That's not me. I don't do that.
Yeah, same, mate.
Only Arlo can do it.
Right, mate.
You guys all set up for the night?
Yeah.
Eating your rations and all. And with
yeah.
that, who will be setting up watch, or you guys will be pretty much timid, not do the watch tonight?
Do a casual watch, I
Okay.
think.
I'll also inform the party that I'll identify anything for them on my watch if they need.
I don't have anything. I already know what this does. I attuned to it.
Arlo
I'll stay for a watch, but nothing more.
will stay up with Rezo for his watch.
Okay then. And Vin, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to go do some nature stuff.
Okay then.
It will include talking with some plants and sending an animal messenger.
Okay then.
I don't know if the animal messenger will work. The range is quite limited, but it's something that
So-
Vin will give a try.
If I'm right, the range is 100 miles, correct?
I think it is
Dear God.
150. Upcast level 4.
150.
Level 4.
Level 4?
Level 4?
Level 3, sorry. From level 2 to 3.
You've been holding out on us.
Hey!
Vin is actually secretly an 8th level.
Right. Arch druid, yeah.
Okay then. 150 miles.
It's a long ways.
It is a pretty long ways.
Hopefully that reaches
so-
the next town over.
This will be going up into the woods, actually. So
Ooh.
I would say if when it comes to the woods, that's really far away.
Right.
So I would say it would be a stretch. You can try to do it. You could try to get a hold of the Eastern tribe, though you don't know exactly where they're at. You can also do the other thing that I suggested. You could try to get into contact with Nada, unless you have somebody else that you think would be able to deliver.
if I'm going to do that to send something to Nada, it would be a different message.
Okay then. But at the moment, it really matters who you're trying to message and where.
Yeah, so someone from one of the Eastern tribes, just like any.
Okay.
At this point, it would just be any elves or.
Can
or,
you click on the
that's okay.
spell real fast? Would like to read it.
I think you have to have the person in mind, don't you?
A man or woman dressed in a uniform. At this point, it would just be like an elf. I think is that what the Western tribe of
So the Western tribe is
Claw would be?
mostly wood elves.
what else? Yeah.
I think given the detail that you can describe, like a specific like dress and what they're wearing and things like that, I feel like you would be able to describe the chieftain of the Eastern tribe well enough, or at least maybe one of the shamans. So I'll say you'd be able to do that.
Okay,
It's I would say it's 50-50 though, if you're gonna be able to make it though.
that's fine. I won't know if it lands or not, but it's going to be sent anyways. It's going to sound something like that.
Okay.
And we'll find you.
Okay then. I will copy and paste that and then note that down for later stuff. Interesting. Okay then.
Yep.
As far as you know, that goes off without a hitch. And then the last part, you want to talk to plants.
Yeah, I do.
I guess we'll get to that and then move on to the watches. Anything like that. Move on to those identifies. So speak with plants. You can view a plant at 30 feet of you. Okay, then. So what are you asking this plant at this point?
Be it a tree or whatever. Of being the first time that I've ever done this, I'm kind of curious for a lot of things, but basically, again, kind of like the message I just sent, there's going to be some trouble coming soon, and I'd much like to let you know. If you see maybe some of the short folk with the glowy eyes coming, not that you can just up and move or all that, but they got bad intentions for you.
That fucking sucks. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% with you, man. I'd rather not know. Like, You imagine if this plant had like eyes, it would look down at its non-existing legs.
Man.
I'm kind of stuck here, man. Like, ignorance is bliss and all. I guess
Well-
thanks for the warning.
I suppose the warning comes with if you have the option or if you can. Hold them up. Slow them down. Do what you can.
Okay then.
Spread the word. Can you do that?
Spread it up the grapevine.
I'll chatter.
Very good. What's life like as a tree?
Slow.
How big is this one?
I'm assuming you probably like walked up to like one of the trees on the edge of the forest, so it's actually one of the more smaller ones. It's about
So
the
I
same
can't
height
climb
as
it?
You.
Oh, okay. I'll give him a hug before I'm done. Just gonna, like,
Man, fucking tree people are weird. Okay then.
interesting when they talk back, though.
And with that, you guys can see a bit of ways away, Vin just hugging a tree.
Literal tree hugger, yeah.
Right, mate. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, they got feelings too.
I don't have trees where I'm from. They're kind of spooky.
Don't have trees where you're from.
Not really.
I call bullshit. There's trees everywhere.
Not where I'm from, mate.
Fair enough.
Okay then. And with that, you guys move on to pretty much your watches for the night. First up with the lovely Rezo and Arlo for the night. What are you guys doing at this point?
So Arlo, Rez, you probably noticed is he seems uncomfortable, and it's something you've probably gathered in your time that you seem to make him a little bit uncomfortable. But he gradually sort of scooches his way over to you. I had this idea, and I was wondering if you'd think it'd be any good. But and he pulls out the wand of secrets. So this little doohickey I was able to use today, and I found something that I think might be rather interesting. And he pulls out the spectacles, and I thought it might be a fun little thing for our group to just sort of pass the wand around and, you know, have a little misadventure and find a treasure, then pass it on. What'd you say?
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, lovely. All right. Well, here you go. And we may want to have Indrid take his turn last. He made some intentions about maybe not being the best sharer.
Understood.
I don't suppose you know what these are. And he holds up the spectacles. And what do they look like anything special, Spaz?
For the most part, they just look like a very basic form of spectacles. Now, unlike Arlo's, which are the bottle cap ones,
Which, by the way, he's
the-
not wearing.
these ones are pretty much very, for the most part, small and flat. Look like they pretty much like hang off the edge of the face. More of like for reading or something like that, you would assume.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, not really anything notable about them.
Yeah, Brezzo would like pick them up and sort of like look at them and whatnot, but unless you mention that you want them identified, he'd be like,
Eventually that will come up.
They're those goggly things that the others wear.
I'm sorry, what?
Goggles.
These
Goggles.
tiny things.
Right. Glass and shapes on the face. They're goggles, right?
I thought they were spectacles. Do they do anything unique?
I hear they make you see.
All right, so these are basically just a pair of spectacles.
I haven't looked. I haven't identified him. Like, if you want me to identify.
Oh,
him,
we're still okay. Well, I was one. This is going swimmingly. Could you possibly? I saw the shop owner. She was doing some sort of incantation to see if there's any hidden properties or something. Now I know you're of arcane persuasion, and you mentioned possibly having that capability. And he offers up the spectacles.
At that, like my tail will start like wagging back and forth, and I'll pull it out and start doing the ritual. Take 10 minutes to cast them.
I've been wanting to cast this for a while, but I needed this.
And I hold out the little pearl, and then I do the spell.
Okay then. So with that, you begin to cast the. I'm assuming you're doing this as a ritual, or you just
Yes,
cast
as a
spell
ritual,
slots since it's the
As a
end of the
ritual.
day.
Never.
Never.
Always a ritual,
Okay then.
unless I like really need it in the middle of combat.
Okay
That's a
then.
mimic
So
casting.
you
Still.
you cast identify. It takes a while, but eventually you do actually find out there is a slight enchantment on these little glasses over here. So for the most part, when using these glasses, they act very similar to Eyes of the Eagle, as well as have a slight additional feature of working very similar to magnifying glass when used.
And you just spent money on
Off.
that.
I'm sorry.
You just added that in, didn't you?
No,
Just to be a dick.
I heard you I heard you buying like the magnifying glass, and I was like, "Hey, Rezo, you want to buy that pearl?"
What happens if they're looking through the glasses and then use a
It's
magnifying
like
glass?
a 24-hour
Well, you
return policy, though.
I mean, you
Now
discover
you
plant
see
cells.
Your eyes,
Yeah.
your eyes begin to burn. Yeah, I know.
That's all right.
I wasn't expecting anybody to ask for a magnifying glass, and I was like, I'm gonna slap this little feature on because it's neat.
Yeah, it is neat. I think that is just basic Eyes of the Eagle, isn't it?
It's,
think it might be my new
Eyes of the
scene.
Eagle. So basic Eyes of the Eagle pretty much gives you the ability of advantage on wisdom perception checks for
Yeah.
long distance, and when checking at things long distance, you can see them clearly, and for the most time, as if you were only a bit of a distance away from them. The additional effects it has is if you spend 5 minutes investigating things using the glasses, you have advantage on whatever investigation check or similar check involved with that. So pretty much, along with advantage on perception checks, if you spend time investigating things, you get advantage on investigation checks.
Nice.
Inquisitive rogue.
Yeah. Don't have
Give
any
him
of
the
those.
No.
I can see the world.
Just watch. He actually has astigmatism, and this clears it up.
You just make it more powerful at this point.
Wait, everything's not blurry? What?
There are leaves.
Everything's so clear, and I can see colors now.
Yep. And now we just need.
a face.
Now just get him to speech therapy, and he'll be a normal member
Now
of
you-
society.
Yeah, now you just like send him to classes for like a couple of years, and you're good.
Yeah.
Alright. These
He multi-classes into wizard.
Then everyone would be a wizard again. Except
God.
yeah, I would explain that and hand them back over.
Okay then.
these are rather similar to the rather expensive thing I just bought today. Well, trying them on, did they actually I don't know if prescriptions are a thing we're gonna fuck with, but
I'm gonna assume like how Eyes of the Eagles work, especially considering how they describe how it works. I would assume like it's an auto adjusting
Yeah.
prescriptive glasses. Like if you have any eye problems, it perfectly adjusts to make sure that you can see things clearly,
They're
as
magic.
well as your eyesight. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're the ultimate glasses to get.
yeah, Arlo's not gonna look that gift horse in the mouth, so he'll just
Yeah, just don't walk in there with them on.
no. He has his spares. He has a spare now! Yay! That's a thing for glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have glasses, you tell me.
These are not glass. These are yellow film.
Okay, well, I have glasses and I don't have a spare. I've super glued these things many times.
Yeah. Duct tape has been a man.
Yeah, they're $500
That's why I
to
switched to
replace, so
contact.
it's
Oi!
yeah.
All right. Well, Arlo will attune to them over the rest of the rest, and Rezo, you officially have the Wand of Secrets.
I have something neat as a rogue. Nice.
It's pretty fun with rogues. Yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, it shows you traps.
Yeah.
So if you remember to look for traps, it will tell you that there's traps.
Yeah, or point to the nearest one.
Yep.
There could be two.
There could be two. There's a trap for the trap.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
a trap within
Okay,
a
then.
trap.
Is there anything else that you're doing during the night rezo when it comes to identifying or anything like that?
If nobody else mentioned that they had stuff to identify, no.
Okay then. Then with that, your guys' watch go by uneventfully. Moving on to Vindabran. And Indra, didn't you say you wanted middle watch as well? Or was it late watch?
I don't care.
And I will say you're up with him at this point. So it's Vin and Indrid at this point.
Right. Full moon too, you said?
New moon.
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, nice and dark. Well, I did want to talk to you. Honestly, I feel like I might have been a bit short with you back at the fortress. I was a little bit upset about the whole thought of everything that was going on.
First genocide.
Yeah, something like that. Still
Sure.
sits a little heavy, but I don't think that you were the intent for the bane that I was giving out. So my apologies.
All right, mate. Here's how you got to think about it.
Well, you've made
Those
clear
guys-
already how you think about it.
Now, you can
Well, sure.
either care what I think and what all these other people think. Or you can care what you think and what you can sleep with at night. I can sleep with our decisions, but if you can't, maybe the next time we need to make that decision, you make the one you really want to make.
Well, see, that was the thing. I was torn both ways.
We usually are, mate.
I've never been made to make a decision that was the lesser of two evils, so to speak, because it was literally the lesser of two evils.
Greater, lesser, middling, mate. Evil's evil.
Well, I felt bad for what I said, anyways, and I went out searching earlier, and I'm gonna pull out a feather and I'm gonna give it to you that I was looking for back in the woods. This is my apology, I guess, for speaking so harshly. I'm not usually that kind of guy.
Is it a pretty feather?
I think it's pretty. I don't know if you do or not. You can ask Spaz.
It's a pretty nice feather.
Yeah.
It's not as good as your old one. Still a nice feather.
Better than no feather, I suppose. No, I'll take it. Smile, my creepy smile, my fangs and all that, and just, you're all right, mate. Don't you worry. We're working together. I'll have you back. And I promise I won't put a knife in it.
Well, that's good to know. I assume we'll be getting to know each other quite well if we're going to be doing this this druid thing, spending months together instead of weeks.
Oof, not too well, mate. We all got to keep our secrets after all.
Speak for yourself. I'm an open book.
All
At
right.
least I like to think so.
All right. Out of all the boys here, who do you think's the most dangerous?
Probably Rezo. Of course, I know him better. I've seen him do a lot.
Is it Rezo that you're scared of, or is it the one guy on his shoulder?
Probably. No, I know that Wobbles is a friggin' asshole, but I don't know that he's that dangerous. Yet.
Right. The Rougarou, right, mate?
Yeah.
Right. Dark and powerful forces around him, for sure.
He's an interesting bloke, but the best of friends if you let him. How about yourself?
I think Arlo's probably would be the biggest threat.
Rhett, you think?
Well, the
Or
most
just the most
dangerous, mate.
capable, yeah.
The most dangerous.
You don't live that long without being some kind of dangerous, I suppose.
Right. He knows a lot more than he lets on, mate. I'm not sure how much he knows, but he knows a lot.
Well, I guess everyone needs their secrets, as you say.
That's right, mate. We just gotta be on the lookout to make sure they don't come out and stab you in the back.
You've been talking a lot about stabbing in the back. Is that something that you do normally?
I do it fairly often, to be honest, mate. It's kind of my go-to.
Good to know.
You've seen me stab things in the back.
Oh, you mean literally? I was being figurative.
Oh, no, literally, mate. Like,
Yeah,
stab. In
yeah,
the back.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Fair. Well, keep it out of mine and I'll keep mine out of yours, if you know what I mean. Wait, that came out wrong. You know what I meant, right? Good night.
Right.
I'm gonna go climb a tree.
Okay, then.
Hold on.
Eh?
How are you going to climb a tree?
I got long limbs.
You're a giant.
Depends on the
I
tree.
know.
I'm a half giant.
Roll
But
me.
thanks.
What do you want? Roll me a survival check.
I'm not gonna climb the small one in the front. I'm gonna go in a little bit and find one that can
No,
support
my
my
question
weight.
is like, did you think this one can support your weight, or do you know this one can support your
I'm
weight?
pretty sure I can.
Okay, you find one that can support your weight. Roll me an athletics check to see how high up you get.
Oh, a double roll just for a tree climb. son of a
Oh
bitch.
yes, I want to see.
It's athletics.
15.
Oh.
Like when you're going through the woods and you look up and there's a fucking bear just up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so
On a limb this big.
Indrid, as you're like going to bed and watching this, you just see in the distance, not too far into the tree line, you can see Vin just climbing a tree, and you get about almost to the top and just sits there.
I kicked the drift glow on up there too. It'll look like a moon for the rest. Get a good perspective, see what's happening.
There is just the most confused looked in animals in that tree with you.
Indrid, tree giants, they're a thing.
Right, mate. First to see trees, and now there's giants in trees. They're working together.
Watch out for those Australian drop giants.
Right? You just be walking through the forest and a giant fall out of a tree right on you, mate.
It's a useful weapon. I've used it before.
It's how they hunt.
It's a good way to hunt.
Mm.
Drop boulders from the trees.
Okay then.
Now I guess it's time for Raven Uther to have a nice conversation. I'm
Rave,
intrigued to hear.
Uther, and Feek.
Well, Rave can't leave the bubble.
Oh yeah, Rave is inside the
So,
bubble
I
with
mean,
all the currency.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to stay inside the whole time?
Yeah,
And
the tiny
Feek
hut
is also
disappears
inside.
when I leave.
So yeah,
I'm just
Oh, man,
Convenient.
he gets the
That you
the
just
sheriff
added that in
guard
there,
dude.
didn't you?
I guess the last of the watch is done by Uther in silence.
Uther and Feig.
No, Feek's inside the globe as well. I
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of forgot
Feek.
about it.
Well, feet can go out.
Well-
I mean, I can kick feet out if you need me to do that.
Do we have like a bell we can put on him?
Yes, I have multiple bells. I have a whole bag of bells.
Let's throw a bell on him.
Why throw a bell on the rogue?
Take it off when he needs to be sneaky.
Yeah.
We keep it on when he's not supposed to be sneaking, and
Yeah.
take it off when he is.
Well, we've
Hey,
had
but
too many missing items.
if it starts looking shifty, we take the bell off of him. But as soon as everything's dead, it goes back on.
Okay then, I'll keep that in mind. But with that, Uther takes care of the last watch, and morning comes. The night goes by uneventfully, and I'm assuming you guys get all your equipment ready and go straight into town.
Yeah,
Open
Rave will
is
just maybe
point.
do one thing just in case. He'll keep an eye out. But if it happens that we get the box that the stuff is being given in, we get to keep it like you guys did at the keep. That's great. But if not, he might go and look for a box that'll be suitably sized to fit the coin, so that Uther can keep it safe.
Okay then.
And of note, Arlo's wearing his old glasses back into town.
Good. Yeah.
That you guys make your way back into town and eventually back to Twisted Thread or the Tangled Thread. Fuck. Why am I thinking Twisted?
It's not bad for a name.
So you guys make your way back. You guys are gonna have to wait a little bit. It doesn't open until much later for specific reasons.
Arlo treats everyone to like breakfast at like one of those a cart or something.
Okay. You usually find a little cart. Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, kind of
Let me roll something.
like little meat pie, breakfast pies.
Okay.
Well, fried rat.
Do you guys have the option between the meat pies or a waffle cart?
Oh well, shit.
Ooh. Well, I know what I'd pick, but I'm sure Rave is going to pick the meat pies.
I'll have both.
You have pies, and waffles. It's not
Yeah.
sugar
Roll,
puff,
you
though.
roll up the pies and the waffles. It's
I'm
not
getting
rocket
waffles.
science.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's no sugar puff, but
Oh, speaking
really
of which,
give you
yeah,
credit.
if we'll pass by town on the way, maybe get some sugar puffs for the road. They have meat ones too. They are delicious.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
Maybe.
Okay then. So you guys have your hearty breakfast for the most part. Some of you having just meat pies, and some of you having your waffles.
Meat pie sandwich. Of course. I mean,
It's like a Luther breakfast burger. It's a shepherd's pie
yes.
stuck between two buttered syrupy waffles.
Yeah.
Somehow that actually sounds.
I would
kind of
totally
good.
give that a try.
You know what? Like, the other thing is like with Vin, he could probably it's probably like a regular sandwich to him, and he just like crunches into
Yeah,
it
right.
like regular. Like,
They're bite-sized.
Yeah, it's Lunchables for him.
Just popping them.
okay then, but you guys have your breakfast. Anything you guys want to discuss or look for during this time that you're waiting, or just go straight to the event of getting paid?
Nothing more from me. Yeah.
Okay then.
Get all the horses ready to get on the road, I guess.
Yeah, that's something I can really get yet.
So you guys make your way back to the Tangled Thread after getting your breakfast. And luckily, Elith is there. So then, it's good to see you all
That's a lucky
once again. Edith.
Hey, I'm gonna make sure we're not about to get robbed. So I'm gonna do a perception check.
Roll my perception check.
I'm gonna roll for it this time.
Good move.
The question is, did you guys sign a contract or
Die.
I don't think we signed anything.
I'll just kill her and
Yeah.
take her money.
I mean, it's an exchange.
15.
You don't notice anything out of place.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys make your way back. So then, I have the coin for you right here. If you can trade the merchandise.
Well, I mean, of course we can trade it. Do you have it like in a secured little box? Do we get to keep the box, or should I start looking for a box?
I didn't really consider a box. I just brought you a bag of feathers.
Oh, the box is fine. The bag of feathers was great. Where's the bag?
Tech magic. Ooh, if you're doing that inside the shop, you're gonna be blinded for a second. It's bright.
I make a dial-up noise and fall to the ground.
It's definitely bright for a second. As you notice, there's a notable amount of runes placed here and there.
For in case someone tries to, kill the shopkeep. Anyways.
Well, do you mind us looking at the feathers? I mean, you've seen us bring in the merchandise. You know we have it. It's right there on the Uther. So.
On the Uther.
I wanted to check the bag of feathers and make
Yeah,
sure.
we took
they
the
weren't,
Uther out
like,
back.
an illusion or.
She hands you guys the bag of feathers.
All right, I have and still have in my purse and feathers. I'm gonna look at the feathers to see legits and the number.
Okay then, they fit perfectly well. For how many feathers you guys got, you got within total 240, and this is how it splits up for the individuals or the material that fucking words tonight.
Again.
Yeah, that's how it splits up between the two individuals that pretty much picked.
Should there be an extra 0 on those?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you sure? Because it's 8,000 for it's 12,000 total, right?
Because it's 30
Divided
per
by
feather.
30 gives me 400. So that's 400.
Divided by 30.
Yeah,
I thought it was
each-
30 gold per feather.
Yeah.
I thought a feather was 50 gold per.
Oh, unless you changed it. I wrote it as 30.
I might have thought of something else because
50 would be easier.
I thought I set them up as 50s because that's a lot easier than
Yes, it is.
30.
Let's go.
I have no objection to the 50s, but I need to change my feathers now. I don't have that many.
I thought I originally. Hold on, I need to actually check my. Let's check my digital notes and let's check my paper notes.
Something seems off about these feathers here.
Something's not right, and I don't know what's wrong. Okay, then a feather. A coin that is a coin that has a platinum spine, and then as well as a mithril spine, and then has platinum base. Blah 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 blah. And the feather is worth 50 gold pieces per.
All right, I need to change.
That's
mine.
nice and easy.
Yeah, I was
So we
like
need
30 is
6
an odd number to
I
make
know.
it.
I was like, I thought you were being mean to us, but all right.
So I think 600 is what we get.
Yeah, in total.
No.
If 240 is the correct number, 80 goes to Rezo, and 160 goes to
Uther.
because that's literally he's double carry capacity. It's exactly.
Oh, it is 240. Yeah.
7 of these for gold. Changed out.
So you want to trade in 7 of those for just straight gold?
Yes.
Okay then.
500 for the ritual, 100 to pay back Vin, and then a little bit of spending cash.
Okay, then she will trade you the currency then.
Perfect.
All right. Luckily,
that's
that worked
not
out.
difficult.
So 6.
Okay.
Further at all. Okay then. Also, for information wise,
Yes.
I was able to find a few individuals that are willing to sell. Now there is one that is more what's a word to use? Shady than others, and then there's one that is more, a collector that is willing to sell things. So it is back and forth, honestly. At the moment, I can tell you the more shadier individual is more towards inside the Bane district, all the way back towards the wall. To be exact, let me find a little marker for you guys.
Yay.
Bloop.
Aha, there it is.
You will find them over there. They don't have any. How do I put this? For the most part, they keep in very loose clothes, or as well as robes, and they wear a mask. All they are really known as is that guy.
And what does rumor say that guy has?
We shady, mate. That's what rumors say.
So the thing is, I know he has magical objects, and considering his location and keeping themselves hidden for the most part, I would assume potentially things from the temple.
This temple? Stolen?
Hmm?
Ooh, that's risky business. That's
Cured, not stolen.
and the more reputable.
The more reputable individual is somebody that you will find with inside of the west side of the city. They are a noble that traveled all the way from Lake Host all the way up here.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds good. Traveling,
A
actually good.
A traveler. They have a few things that they've collected that they're willing to let go. Though, from what I heard, they are a stubborn individual, to say the least.
Oh, well, I can melt anyone's heart. What's their name?
Fireball.
Their name is. I'm not even gonna attempt to say this name. I posted it down earlier and I don't even remember how to say it. Good job, me.
Malcork?
Malcork. I'm thinking Malcork.
A and the O are off, but yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll inquire for Malcork somewhere in the western part of the city.
Yes. The
their estate should be located right around.
Oh, they have an
here.
estate.
Yes, they do.
Ooh, I like estates. Oh, it's the tinier one. Okay.
It's not the. He doesn't have one of the big houses.
Well, still, I think it's great. Thank you so much for the information. I think it'll be a good time spent to check it out, Rhea. Everyone?
Indeed. Well, thank you for your time and also the wonderful trade that you've done here. And I wish you all luck with your ventures moving forward. If there's anything else, I have no problems with you coming back here and asking for help.
Well, I'm sure I will look forward to meeting you again and anyone else in the Platinum Federation.
That is good to hear. Business is always nice.
Business is good.
Business is good.
Are you guys using code or something? Or
I know.
Yeah, right. What's going on here, mate?
So Arlo looks very excited and is just watching this like a tennis match, eyes going back and forth.
I speak thieves' cant, so is that what's going on here?
Actually, kind of, yeah.
What am I picking up?
I would say it's not exactly thieves' cant, but it is very similar to something like that.
Right, stop this.
Huh?
Right,
Trade
no.
can't.
No.
Great.
What's
No,
wrong?
none of this, mate.
What's wrong?
Right.
What?
I mean, it is true. We gave you the opportunity last night, Rave. It's a little late to be stepping into things now. Miss Edith, it has been a total pleasure, but we really must be getting on. There are people waiting for us, so we bid you the best
That's-
of days.
Thank you.
I wish you luck as well.
Yes, we'll head to Malcorp first, I think.
Okay. Lead the way.
I should be easy to find. All right.
I'm broke, mate, so
I was
any money you
wondering
want to
about-
spend.
I mean, I think the only two who really have the funds for such things are Rizzo and Uther.
But
Unless
you
you're-
never know what you may find.
I don't think, Rizzo, you're not going to have much left over after that. You seem like you're going to be spending a bit.
Oh, I'll be fine.
I added that 100 back into mine.
We do need to take about an hour.
Right
Oh,
now.
Good, you're doing the ritual now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can meet you somewhere.
Meet us there, or do you, what do you want? Do you want us to hang tight?
Doesn't matter.
If this
You know,
co-
we'll use this time to find a good, secure box for Uther's.
Find a lockbox.
A good box, yes. Let's go find us a box.
How big a box do you need?
Oh, a big enough box for these, and it's like, the bundle of.
Oh, mate,
a
big
pillow.
I'll sell you mine, mate.
Will that fit 150 feathers?
Well, it's pretty much empty now because we took out the gold.
It is empty, and plus it's
It had 800 gold in it.
yeah.
Perfect
Feathers
box.
are not. that
Because I don't know how
much.
big a feather is compared to.
Feather
That would
is like
be-
feather is like a long coin for the most
Yeah.
part. A gold coin would be about yay big, but a feather would be like this, so it would fit feathers in easily.
So like five coins of feather essentially.
Pretty much.
Okay, then it's definitely got enough space. Excess. Okay, great. And it's got a key and everything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How much, I guess? No, I don't know. You tell it to Uther.
You owe me a favor. Let's just call it that, mate.
Uther owes you a favor?
Someone owes me a favor.
Okay, or
Someone owes me a fucking
Someone
favor.
owes me a favor.
Okay then. Somebody owes you a favor.
Whoever has the box.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Whoever's
key-
holding the box owes me the favor.
Okay then.
I'll just.
I guess.
The only thing I'll do is I'll probably go out and I'll find a nice secure chain for basically something you can wrap around your neck, and we'll put the key on the chain.
Mhm.
Keep it from getting stolen too easily from some people,
Okay then.
little green people.
I guess who's
Good
gonna
idea.
owe you the favor?
Yeah, I feel bad with Uther.
Yeah, I feel bad slapping a favor onto Uther when he's not here. I'll slap it onto Feek for now.
Ah!
Feek owes me a favor? Alright.
Feek owes you a
For
favor.
now.
I can work with that.
Feek is carrying
Nice.
the box.
Oh no! He's not carrying the box.
feel like
Oh
it's-
hell no!
trust me, Feek's a very trustworthy individual.
To
when it
be
came-
fair, he steals from us all the time and hasn't gone away yet.
That's
Yet now he's got a small little fortune. No,
Yeah, no.
He doesn't
And he
know.
keeps
He's
giving
a
his shit back.
goblin. He
We
doesn't
should go through his
understand.
shit.
no, I
We
don't.
should go
we
through
don't
it.
know that he stole.
Feek.
Yeah.
Feek, empty
Yeah,
your pockets.
boss.
I want to see what's in there.
What's pockets?
What you got on you?
They got shit on me.
Let's see.
Fucking- He pulls out 5
You should have said it. You ain't got shit on me.
You ain't got shit on me.
Feek, oh, hold on, let me go on to his equipment.
I'll
real
toss you
fast.
again. I'll do it.
Toss you again. It's fucking a long toss for Feek. Man, I keep forgetting where the hell. Actually, I'm just gonna move Feek up to like the party at this point because I can go through a sheet all the time now. Okay, then. So he has 6 daggers actually now. I forgot about that. One of them is that dagger that Rezo gave him, a very nice, fancy, ritualistic dagger. He has 5 vials of acid.
Oh, he took three potions too from the trade, didn't he?
He does have 3 potions. He as well has he does not have that anymore, luckily. Thank God.
Feek, you might let Rezo take a look at those potions. He can tell you what they do.
Hmm. He has what looks to be a large spool of wire.
That could be
Copper
helpful.
wire.
To be exact, it's just wire. That's what I have it written down as one of the random things as well.
Wondering if he stole someone's spell components.
Copper wires for message.
Yeah. How many?
And
How big is the box, by the way?
the box, like I said, it's about a very large shoebox size.
Shoebox. All right.
Yeah.
It's a little excessive in size, isn't it? It's like way too
Yeah.
much room.
It is.
Yeah, I think instead what I'll do we'll let
No.
you keep the thing. No, knowing Uther, it's
It's
just
a
easier.
lockbox. I mean,
All he has to do is he just has to buy essentially a satchel, like a tiny little kind of ammo pouch equivalent. Essentially, you can just wrap that around
You can-
underneath his armor and just keep it close to his chest.
Couldn't he get saddlebags?
He does have saddlebags.
Yeah, you just throw him in saddlebags.
Well, I mean, it's harder to keep track of something farther down your butt than it is something right up on your chest.
You can put other things on the chest too.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
can keep the chest for some good rare shit too.
well,
Throw
how
your
easy is it
potions
for him to
inside of them and
twist?
stuff like that? Also,
Not that
he does,
easy.
He does have some of your caltrops, Rezo.
How many? Enough to
Seven
make
be-
one of my bags ineffective?
No, 7. So yeah, kind of.
7.
I will be needing those back.
It's a mixture of bone and metal. So this has been going on for a bit.
Oh no.
Oh, Rob,
Hey,
make
Nick.
some of those of mine.
He has a quill, sealing wax, flask of oil. I don't remember giving him this, but he also has a fancy short sword. When did I type this?
Oh, I don't know. I never had a fancy short sword.
You steal shit and you don't even remember.
Did somebody have a fancy short sword?
Oh,
I had a
Maybe
short
Ingrid.
sword.
If it's no longer on your well, yeah.
Yeah, do you notice a missing thing from your sheet that was never there?
Mhm.
It's funny.
He has Rezo's fishing pole still.
Yeah.
That's fine.
A few
I got a
vial
new one.
things. He has a spyglass.
He has a
I-
spyglass?
Dibs.
What are you
When the
talking
hell
about?
did he
Can't
get a
take his shit.
spyglass?
He's not just giving it away.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I
Instead-
don't want it. I'm just
If,
like,
if
where'd
you
he get
see
it?
something that he stole from
No,
you can
For
take it
when
back.
for when he dies, dibs.
Oh,
Oh,
dibs.
okay.
For
He
when,
also-
not if, when.
He
Yeah.
has he also has 2 glowing orbs as well as a wand. And that's the
Glowing
extent of what
orbs.
Feek has.
Is it like a magic
still have my
wand,
drift globe?
Or...
Most
It's
wands
just-
are magic.
It looks like a wand, like it's shaped like a wand. Like if you like compare it to the wand of secrets Rez has,
Yeah.
it looks like a wand, and then 2 small little glowing orbs.
Rez,
Feek.
why don't you take a look at those 3 last things?
Yeah. I will.
I can mitigate some of that with detect magic.
Okay then.
So whatever is magical, I'll put in a small pile. And I'll be like, all right, I'm spending my next 30 minutes here.
Okay then. So the dagger that she gave him is magical. The 2 orbs are magical. The wand is magical.
40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And then also the short sword's magical.
Oh my
Fucking
That's
Feek is
15
just
minutes.
glowing over here.
Here's
Okay.
the thing: every time you guys have walked through town, which has been since you got Feek, I've been rolling percentile dice for every hour that you guys have been
Fantastic.
there.
Every hour?
I don't know if we should kill him or keep him around.
How has he not been killed for stealing magical
He
items?
rolls
Because
really
he
high,
fingers.
though, is the
He has
thing.
a +8 in stealth and sleight of hand and keeps rolling really good. And also,
Can I-
and also now he's an arcane trickster, so it makes it
Yeah.
even
better.
better.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Invisible mage hand.
That's so awesome.
Alright.
Feek is
I'm
a
going
menace.
to spend the next 2 hours identifying and casting my ritual. Both
Okay,
the
then.
Find Familiar and the Identify.
Just gonna
Getting
be
more waffles.
identifying in the open.
Yeah, no.
Do you want me to
How much
tiny
is a-
hut it in the middle of town?
Let's-
Just tiny hut it right here.
Let's just head back to camp.
Yeah, that or rent a room. Like,
We can,
I could go get a hotel room while you guys are out.
No, we can go back to where we camped, get the horses ready to go, and then when whoever's going to the magical item places is done doing that, we can meet back at the camp and then head north.
That's true.
And well, yeah, because are we heading to the druids?
Alright.
I think that's the plan.
Also, he does have 3 potions on him from the.
Yeah, the reward.
Yeah, I'm spending the next two and a half
Yeah,
hours
we're gonna want to
at
know.
camp.
Can you just do that on horseback, Res? Because
I have to concentrate and like have a magic circle, I think.
Yeah, for something like that, I would say you would have to like be stationary. Like you could probably justify like not moving
Maybe in a
around, but,
cart.
like, small.
But yeah.
Taking the card.
So yeah, I'll be at camp for the next 2.5 hours. With Feek and whoever wants to.
Well, I'll go talk to this noble. Does anyone else want to? Rave, you seems rather interested.
Oh, yes.
Anybody else?
I don't have
I
any
mean-
money, but I could tag along if you think it could be of use. Maybe find something a little out of place in his estate.
I don't think I
Okay.
want any part of that. I'll stay with Res.
All right.
All right, I'll find something nice for you.
All the people that don't have money are going to.
Oh, Uther will come with us.
Okay.
Just so hopefully we can make it quick.
Yeah.
Hey, you want this?
I found something real cool.
Found something that's really nice. You want to buy it? Let's just grab it. Okay then. You guys make your way to the very nice estate in West Side. So, yeah, let's just do you guys first because that's a lot of stuff to identify. So yeah. So we'll get. You guys eventually make your way to the estate at this point. It's very nice, not as like big nor as fancy as the estate owned by the Lord Ironbeard. So still pretty nice for the most part. Very large house though in comparison as you all look at it. Kind of feels small looking at it. So you guys do make your way up to the door and kind of like knock on the large doorstop.
I knock on the doorknob.
Knock on
The doorknob.
Words. It's late. But yes. A few seconds pass by, and eventually the door is opened by a very large individual. As you can see, what looks to be a man standing around. What is his height? Around 11 feet tall.
Oh.
What, mate?
What is he?
As you can see, this individual with a big, very nice beard, as well as pretty much very well kept hair, with what looks to be a very nice staff, I guess I would call it, with him.
Yeah.
That you would assume he's either a really skinny ogre or a giantkin. It's one or the other.
Master Malcor?
Yes, hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, well, good for the right place. We were sent here by one of the members of the Platinum Federation. They said that perhaps you might be willing to sell some magic items. Pardon me before I hit. Are you a giant? A half giant?
No, I'm a giantkin.
A giant. You are a giant. Oh, wait.
You're not from around here, are you? My people are quite well known for their exploits in travel and adventure.
Oh, well, you're the second one I met. One of our party members happens to also be a giant kid.
Then where is he? He should have came here. You
How
go
far
get
can
him right now.
I can sprint as a bonus action.
This is true.
How far is my?
I gotta get him.
So could I just like bust out at a run?
Yeah, they're about 2 miles away, so
Oh,
like,
that's nothing.
That's
it's
much,
it's
yeah.
not too long.
We're
It's about-
adventurers, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's like 15 minutes, 16 minutes. We'll go for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would say like 20 minutes to like almost 25 if you're not like pushing yourself.
20 minutes.
Well, don't forget, you can do half of it to get there, but then he can't catch up with you on his way back. He's gonna be slow.
He's like 11 feet tall. His stride
strides.
should be like.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of mass to move with each step.
Yeah, I could turn into a draft horse if I need to.
Oh, good point.
Hey.
Good point.
I mean, are we
Yeah.
in that much of a hurry? I mean, it's not going anywhere, is he?
You know, Rez will be by himself.
All
What I
right.
miss?
But I don't have Arlo with me? Arlo's not with me?
No, I said
Yes.
Rezo will be by himself after Vinny leaves.
He has
He'll be fine.
Feek.
more than
Trust
you asked
me.
for, but Feek.
He's also got a demon watching his.
Yeah. Feet, keep an eye on him.
Wobbles
I
is
gotta go
not
check
a
this out.
demon. He's just a very respectable businessman.
Hmm.
With demon ties.
With no demon ties.
With
Yeah, we'll see what
devilish,
happens
it's
after
different.
this ritual that he's gonna do.
Who knows?
Alright.
It could go good. It could go bad. It could, just nothing happen.
Well, it looks like one of our associates went to fetch our giant kind associate, but it's certainly a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
Yes, it's lovely to meet all of you. Wow, I'm not to be rude, but you're so small. Like, I've seen dwarves, but you're just so tiny.
Oh, it's not true. It's really more of an observation, and I mean, I could say the same for you. How's the weather up there?
Well, for the most part, it's kept very well in here. Though it did take quite a while to keep this place up to shape, considering, everything's so small in this city.
I've often heard our friend, his name's Vinny, complain of a lack of consideration for those of a more impressive stature.
I could definitely agree with that. Now then, it's rude to keep you all out there. Please come in.
Thank you.
Argoth, get the hell out here. We got guests.
Argoth. What's an Argoth?
Hey then.
Question.
Good question. So, as you guys make your way inside this household, it's actually very nice and well kept. The floors themselves are made of a very nice hard cherry wood. And pretty much for the most part of the house, it's also kept to a very similar shade of color. It's very dark and it's very how do I put it? Rich colors for the most part. But you guys are brought over into pretty much the best way you can put it is the living room area, and you're just sat down in these very large chairs. And to Arlo, it's like
Oh yeah,
it's pretty
twice
much-
my height is just the seat cushion.
Yeah, like it's you're going up to one of the chairs that kind of seems more like a couch.
Mm.
And with that, you'll see this individual well dressed in what looks to be a servant's outfit, a orc, very well kept.
Well then, yeah. Nice to meet you all. How can I be of service, Lord? Nothing much. Get them, what would you prefer to drink? It's still early, so it's not really time to pull out alcohol. How about that coffee? Let's bring that out. It's nice. Something to boost everyone's, energy a bit. Of course, my lord.
And he walks away.
So then, you came here to trade or buy,
Well,
peruse my belongings.
yes.
So then, what can I interest you in?
What do you have?
Quite a bit, actually. Though, I don't think it suits any of your sizes, especially yours, sir. Actually, I don't think I quite got your name, and if you did tell me I was not paying attention, my apologies.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'm Rave, and this here is Arlo. The one that dashed away was Indrid.
Ah, yes. It's nice to meet you all then. So then, you're looking for certain equipment.
Also, Uther's there.
Yes.
So,
And Uther.
can I interest you in? I could show you around, but if you're looking for a particular thing, I could save you time if you potentially looking in the area for a weapon of sorts. I could probably help you. Or maybe some trinkets, but that's about it that I all have that I'm willing to give up still.
Well,
I'm still very fond of this small little trinket.
As he pats his side, as you can see what looks to be a decent-sized pouch on his waist.
a pouch?
Yes, it's been very useful in my travels, and I'm very fond of it.
What does it do?
It is an extra-dimensional space, from what I've heard, that you just put things inside of. And then you think about them when you put your hand in, and then you could pull them out.
Oh, okay. So a travel bag.
Yes, very useful.
Oh, and how much space is in there?
No clue, I fit a body in there one time.
Can I take a look inside? Is it the old?
No, I have things in there at the moment.
Oh, private things. I see. I understand.
Well, Mr. Malcork, it may be helpful for you to know that the person who's looking to be outfitted is our centaur friend over here. Is there anything... he's more of a martial persuasion. Is there anything you can think of that you have lying around that may suit him?
No, hold on, Arlo. I have some interest too, you know.
All right.
Well then, if I'm out, or at least helping out this individual over here, which looks quite well in his armor and everything, I might be able to assist. Probably so. I'll have to look around. It looks like he more prefers a pole arm, so we'll have to look around a bit. But I could probably find something. And for you, Lion, what are you looking for in particular?
Anything that can ease travel better. I mean, no offense, but your bag sounded amazing. It sounded phenomenal. I carry 10 empty sacks with me just on the off chance I need to use them. But...
Yes, and I used to carry 20 backpacks. It was irritating. And then I found this.
Well, you see, not 20 backpacks. Is this 20 my size backpacks or your size backpacks?
Well, it's your size backpacks, and I kind of strapped them onto myself as if they were like your size pouches.
Yeah, I was gonna say 20 pouches. You're a big man. I'm sure that wasn't anything for you. Strong.
Well, yes, but it's a lot of management of straps.
Not true, yes.
And plus, it's very nice if you just put something inside of the bag and then you just think about it later and it comes out. But yes.
But anything that's useful to helping in travels or adventuring, anything that makes it more convenient. I'm really one for luxuries and conveniences. I like those the most.
Yes, of course. And with that, Indrid, you finally make your way back to camp. You're muted.
Just breathing heavily. There's
up here.
There's another dragon over there.
How far away is he?
He just looks like
You've been
2
running all
miles.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would very much like to go talk to another giant king, that's for sure.
Yeah, go.
You ready to run back?
Yeah.
You could take the horse.
No.
I can't take that horse, man. Rez, you know better.
Never mind.
No.
A horse, you said. All right, and I'll be shape into a horse. Just go over and kneel in front of Indrid.
Oh, bareback. All right,
for about
side
a
saddle.
second and a half, and then take off.
All right, side saddle. I'm dead ass. I don't know why you guys are laughing.
I mean, I'm sure everyone that's watching in the
I haven't
streets
showered
is
in a
looking.
while.
Oh.
I look fabulous. What kind of a horse are you? Do I look great? Does it go with my complexion?
No, not at all. I would not have time to think about coloration.
Maybe tawny.
Previously, when I was the spider earlier, it would have been magical, but not now. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, should be. We'll make it. Make
Muted
that
spaz.
plenty of time.
Still muted spaz.
Still muted spaz. Shit.
Click the button, it's not working. Have to fucking go back and do it. Yeah, buttons never work.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So you guys begin making way back to the state. At this point, for you guys that are at the state, Argoth returns and actually
Coffee.
takes out a few cups of coffee for you guys.
Have we had coffee before?
Uther technically has, but he never got to brew that magical coffee he bought.
Oh,
Not yet.
Not yet. One day he will.
I thought it was tea.
If I'm right, the Goodberry might actually be tea. Coffee would be Lion's Brew, and
What is the definition of tea and coffee that would
Well,
separate
tea's a tea
them?
leaf.
Tea is made from leaves. Coffee is
Okay, that
from a
makes
bean.
sense. All right, no, you're right. Gotcha. That makes sense.
It's logic. It's science. But yeah.
Science.
So then, I think we should get straight to the business then this point. So then,
This is warm.
I'm looking at this point for this individual. Sadly, none of my old armors are going to fit him for obvious reasons, but a weapon or two I could probably hand out. So then, would you like to walk with me through my hall of prizes?
I mean, you have a hall. I want to see the hall.
Let's go down the hall.
I think you say that. Oh no, down the hall. Here we go.
Nice.
Also, Argoth, keep an eye out for another giantkin as well as a bluish goat-like man.
That's a very accurate description.
Indeed.
Continuing his way down. As you guys pretty much go through a couple of halls and doorways at this point, until you eventually get to this room with a lot of nice display cases. And a few of them have decent sets of armor in it that would look like they would fit him. A couple of them have very large weapons. To be exact, he has what has looked to be a battle axe, which you've seen plenty of them, Rave. But it makes battle axes look small in comparison. Looks like something he could wield with two hands.
And these are all magical?
Well, some of them are just treasures of mine. Some of them have properties. Some of them are special. Now then, if you're interested in the magical property ones, I could lead you down that way. But at this point, I think I should ask you a few questions first. Is how would you want to pay this? Would you like to trade things, or would you like to do currency?
Both, I suppose. I mean, I'm more than happy to provide you with things you desire if there's more than coin that you like.
And what can you give me that I desire?
Well, I would like to get to know you a bit better, Mr. Malcork. What do you like? You seem to be an adventuring, or was an adventuring fellow.
I am a retired old man that's just hoping to collect a few things and just look back on the old glory days. Though anything with a good story behind it, I do enjoy.
You do know I am a very renowned teller of tales. I could also be happy to spread the word of your epic sagas.
I have no care for my story to be told.
None?
I only care to keep the stories close to me that I'm fond of.
Well, I'm sure Vinny can tell you some good ones. He's been around quite a bit. But I do have coin. I also have a magic item of my own that could be of a potential trade. You might see it here pinned on me.
Well then, it's good to hear. So, let's get into the first couple of things. So then, I do have a few smaller weapons that I more or less kept with me, though I've never used before.
As he shows you a bow, a long sword, and a very interesting shield. That half of it looks pretty reminiscent what looks to be a battle axe, in a sense. kind of looks like it used to be the head of a battle axe and then fashioned into a shield.
Is this your handiwork?
No, it's something that I found against a very powerful foe. It was interesting. It hurt quite a fucking lot getting hit by it, but nonetheless, it's interesting. Now then.
Well, how's it interesting?
Well, this little shit right here, as he points at the shield, not only being very capable at defending an individual, it's also very good at attacking. And it's quite fucking sharp as well.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Anything else?
That's all that I really remember about it. Never really used it. Never was one for, the sword and board type setup.
Do you perhaps maybe require the services of someone who could identify all your treasures?
Nah, I don't care much to spend time with those casters casting me on things. I'd much rather just think of what they can do, figure it out myself.
Oh, all right. Did you ever figure that one out, like how vicious it is?
It's pretty sharp and good at defending. That's all I really remember about it. I only used it like 3 times. Now then, to the bow! This was fascinating, as I saw this blow the head off of 3 individuals in one shot. Fascinating, honestly.
Yes, I've never seen a bow do that before.
It is.
Do you have like some targets that we could set up and see this? Because that sounds amazing.
That could be a possibility.
Do you think
Now
we can
then.
get your friend to do that? Oh.
I don't quite know how to do it, but the individual that used to use this muttered a word before doing it. Don't know how to find that out, but you can find that out. Very useful. Just pop heads off.
And it's a short bow or a long bow?
It is a long bow.
Ooh.
Big bow. And the sword here.
Ah, yes, this lovely little thing. The toothpick, I like to call it. So then, it's for the most part, at first I thought it was a simple longsword. Kind of got it off with this drunk one time that he was just swinging it around like a dumbass. And then it started talking to me. Fucking funny, honestly. Kind of a prick inside that thing, though. You don't want to listen to him. Though, he kind of was a bit of a good drinking partner, helping me out, figuring out what cards other people had, and things like that. But, for the most part, I didn't use him much. He was too much of a talker, so I put him inside of a glass box.
Well, that can be considering the fact that you called him a prick and he's a sword. That's a very fitting description. Very clever.
Yes, but for the most part, when it comes to, weapons and things like that, I would suggest the armors, but, he's missing his lower half, or at least he doesn't have the right lower half.
Well, I did that. I wear armors. You can see below my my lower section is mostly armored, and I have my gloves and gauntlets here.
It looks like you're wearing armor to look fancy and not to protect yourself, I'll be honest.
Oh, no, it's quite good at protecting me, actually. I know how to use it. I can defend my regions as needed.
If you look over his armors, he doesn't have anything light or medium. It's all heavy stuff.
Yeah, I think I can only wear medium.
Yeah.
Now you could, if I'm right, as a feat, if you really wanted to spend it, you could get heavy proficiency.
Oh no, yeah, but I won't need to. I'll be sticking with the half plate eventually. Down the line.
But yes, it looks like you're a little bit, you prefer lighter wear from what I can see.
The midway point. I'm a middleman,
Yes. But, I guess now for little, useful things.
Yes, luxury things. I love luxury things.
It's not much luxury, but useful, but I guess that's what most people consider luxury at
Exactly.
times. Now then, the little shit.
As he pulls open a little box, inside of it is pretty much a very nice vial laying down on a pillow.
Now this thing. Fun. Also irritating. You pull the cork off, fills a room with fucking pitch black smoke. Fucking irritating. Great to fuck people up though. Or to get away.
Or to fuck people in?
Hmm?
Or to fuck people in?
I guess, for the most part. It's really fun, though at times, inconvenient.
It's still fascinating.
And then next up,
As he pulls out another drawer, as you can see a wand inside of it.
this
I recognize a wand when I see it.
I've never got to use it, but this guy that was really good at magic once tried to kill me using this thing. He failed though, but it was pretty cool. He shot lightning from it a couple times.
Lightning. Oof. That could hurt. I know
Very
my
impressive.
friend here has a wand that he uses quite often. What is it called, Arlo?
It was a wand of secrets, a bit of a lesser thing, as from what I understand.
Very neat. Well then. Don't really know what secrets a wand could tell you, but who knows? Let's move on to like the couple last things I have. Oh, this one right here. I love this.
As he pulls away a curtain, as you can see what looks to be a very nice robe tucked away.
Now this thing, do not suggest putting it on. Really fun though to put it on others.
Why?
Convincing someone to wear it might be interesting, but why? Yes.
So here's the thing. If you put it on somebody else, they get extremely disoriented and act like they're drunk. It's hilarious.
So it's like the robe of pissing.
I guess. I've never known there was an item called that, but that sounds hilarious.
Seems a little interesting. I wonder why someone would make something like this.
I have no idea, but it is hilarious to just throw it on somebody by surprise. It's also a bitch to get off. You need one of those magic casters to do some wiggly finger bullshit to it.
Oh. And
Oh,
what is it?
magical. That's fucking cursed.
Yeah, pretty much. So what does it look? Does it look like a normal robe? Would it appear out of place on pretty much anyone, anywhere? Or
It looks like a basic robe, to be honest, like something that you would usually like put over like most of your basic clothes to keep warmer, but nothing like in particular, nothing like about it seems out of
Ostentatious.
place. Yeah,
It's like a bathrobe kind of thing.
okay.
for the most part.
It's funny. Trust me. And last but certainly not least, these little things as he pulls out another drawer, as he shows what looks to be a pair of boots. Very nice. Nice set of boots.
They're boots.
Not my thing. If you put them on, they make you go faster. That's about it. I learned about it.
Oh, okay. That was.
Makes me feel nauseous and sick in the stomach every time I use it. It sucks. But funny. Now, if you don't want to tell somebody about it and they don't expect it, you put the boots on them when they're asleep. And then when you tell them to go run off in their direction, they'll just slam themselves into a building.
I see a lot of your treasures have a bit of a theme going on.
Yeah. If I can't use it, why not, give it to somebody that can have fun with it.
Well, they're quite interesting items, I will admit. Though, I suppose this is all that you're willing to part with.
All those are the things that I'm willing to part with right here, what I explained to you. Everything else is for my keeping.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. It just, I think it's interesting. Uther, was there anything you liked? Oh, that much.
All of the armor. Yes.
Okay, I gotta think it over a little bit. Oh, you'll think it when Vinny comes around. That should be fine. Vinny can spend some time with you.
Oh, I won't be much help with the armor.
Kidding.
It's all metal, I presume, yeah?
Yeah, you can't use like any of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And at this point, you two make it back to the estate.
Can I ride the horse then? not the horse, Vin, into the building.
I'm a horse.
You could, but Vin, would you run into the building as a horse?
Why not?
Is it a giant kin-sized door?
Yes, it is.
Then yes.
Okay, then.
Well,
As-
not what? No, I wouldn't. Yeah, this is somebody else's house, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna bust in there as a horse.
I'll jump off. You have no eye for the flair, mate. The flair,
the record-
appearance.
I'm gonna come out of B shape while you're still on my back, and I'm gonna see if I can catch you on my shoulders. Because that sounds fun.
You do it pretty well. Like, you know, you weren't expecting it, but
Oh,
Nice. I presume that looked pretty good.
it did
I
look
mean,
pretty good on it.
I have a lot of things like fancy footwork and stuff like that. 'cause I'm
Oh,
a
I mean, if you want to
scuffler.
jump off, that's fine. I'm not gonna like.
No,
I'm
I'm gonna
hold
make
on,
a
I'm not
show
gonna
of it.
grapple you or anything. But yeah, this is gonna be beautiful.
No, yeah, I'm gonna make a show of it.
We'll make a show.
Okay, then.
Another way to earn some coin, I suppose.
Hold on.
So this is the guy's place that you were telling about.
Right, mate.
As you guys can, as both of you can see what looks to be a butler wearing, or a orc wearing a servant's outfit, or butler's outfit.
I would
That's a
assume,
sight I've never seen.
I would assume that you're the two individuals I was supposed to be looking for.
Holy shit, mate.
Right.
Talks and everything.
It talks and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him, grab him by the head, and do the orcish hello that I learned a little
Okay,
while back.
as,
and
like
just
as
headbutt the
you're
shit out
going
of him.
for it, he brings up his hand. Please, that's not necessary.
Oh, come on!
My apologies, but the Lord would wish to see you.
Very
Follow
good.
me, please.
Look at
And he
Indrid
looks
like,
over at
"Look this
Indrid.
guy."
And I would ask you kindly to keep your hands to yourself.
You do have that look,
That is-
Indrid.
You do have
Racial profiling.
You didn't say anything.
You should get some fake hands so that you could like give your hands to other people. Whenever people say that. Oh, I think he's frozen.
Keep your hands to yourself. No, you
Are
keep.
you gonna-
He's like
are you
leading the way.
does Indrid still have his detect magic on from the shop?
He is.
It never
leading-
goes off eventually.
Yeah, pretty much. It's always on.
Always on.
Yeah. He is leading the way.
I
Okay.
Okay.
For some reason, like, I've been trying to like show his page, but for some reason it's not working. So give me-
I'm gonna slip off and go steal something.
Okay then.
Oh boy.
So it's just me then. All right. I didn't see where he went.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll be like, right. I'll meet you outside, mate.
Very good.
Then? What's that? Oh shit.
So show me to this
Okay,
giant kid.
nice.
I don't see. I didn't know
So-
there were many in town.
Indrid, as you try to split off from the group, you feel a very large hand grab onto your shoulder.
Please, sir, follow me.
Right.
At this point.
I'll follow.
Andrew,
I'm
you do
gonna-
have a tendency to lose course, don't you?
What, mate? I just get distracted sometimes. Part of the curse.
So I can't show you guys his character sheet for some reason, since it's not letting me. I will post his image in chat.
You know, the curse sometimes just makes me do strange things. You understand?
There's a maybe someday I could try and take care of that curse for you. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, right, mate. That's one of the reasons I'm traveling the land.
Is that why you're blue?
It is, mate. That's why I got horns in its tail.
We're gonna have to have a talk about this. That sounds horrible.
I appreciate your concern, mate.
Point.
Woe is me. Woe is me indeed.
Argoth opens up the door.
I'm not gonna do it in a
If
second.
you can enter the room, please.
as he leads you both into the room at this point, as you'll find Rave talking to this very large individual as he's going over what looks to be a very interesting staff that he's explaining at the moment.
And with this thing, I saw a man smash somebody's head in with it. And then a fucking flower popped out of his skull.
Oh,
That's quite a unique...
that sounds amazing.
Oh, Vinny, this is Master
Mokork.
yeah, Malcork. Yes, correct.
Malcork, is it?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Vinderbrand. I've never.
Vinderbrand.
We're few and far in between, but I've never met this guy, have I?
Nope.
I don't know.
He doesn't know
him.
you. You don't know him. He doesn't know you.
Well, I'm gonna go give him a big hug, like a good to see another kind of
Andrew,
big
are you
fella
okay?
around.
You look like you're a little out of breath.
Oh, you should have caught his breath by now. I gave him a ride back.
Give him a right back. Oh, right. You did your animal thing.
Yeah, it was a horse this time. It was a new one. Fast ones they are.
Interesting. Well, it's good to see that you're such a warm individual.
As he pats you on the back.
Oh yeah, we're still hugging. Sorry about that. It gets awkward sometimes, I'm told.
Now then, now that you are all here, what can I interest you all in?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just here for the show. I've got no money.
I got no money.
But we are.
Well, I do actually have more money than I've ever had before, but nothing compared to. Yeah.
But tell me, Master Malcork, do you have any other kin or family in the north?
I know my people are from the south.
From the south. Really? From the south? But Vinny, you came from the north.
Right, I did.
Our people travel.
Probably why I've
across
never
the
seen
land.
you. Yeah, we're traveling a lot.
Oh. Well, that's good to know. I was looking at some of these items here, and I'll kind of give him the quick summary of all the things. It's like very unique, don't you think?
Yeah, lots of interesting stuff. I mean, if the metal didn't make it itch so much, I'd very much like to try some of that out, just because I don't much see armor in my size, like ever. This is cool, but yeah, I don't. Me and the metal, we don't do so well together. You have any armor like this that's not metal?
No, sadly not with me. But actually, give me a second. I have an idea.
As he's gonna go into a back room and rummage through a few things. And he's gonna carry out a box and slam it down to the ground.
I was hoping you were just going to say put a box and then he slams it on top of his head. Now he has a box of armor.
Honestly, that'd be pretty funny.
Now that this is the only real thing I can think of that's not metal and decent armor.
Take a look as he kind of like pops off the top of the box. As you look inside of it, you can see what looks to be a very nice set of onyx armor.
Don't know what that is, but I'll take it.
It is the stone.
Yeah, this looks fascinating.
It's
Tell me about it.
something I got from an interesting individual. One of our kin from the north, I heard. He fashioned it himself, considering he mentioned the same thing about the metal giving him the scritches. I'm assuming maybe it's just the north. Maybe it's you all from the north that just can't handle metal.
Could be. My brother
I
sees
used
metal
to
a lot.
wear this. He passed away not too long ago, and it was sent here to me from one of his buddies that sleep in the woods. I've just been holding on to it. No real stories connected to it at all.
Well, you stay sleeping in the woods like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I've never been one for, much cared for it. I care for the nice warm hot bed.
Here for that.
Curious. You have a bed that fits you.
Oh yes, custom made by the dwarfs, very sturdy.
That's something.
He also
How much
has
for
a
one of
bag
those?
of really good use, a bag that has extra mental space in it.
No, Rave. No need for talk about bags. I want to see this bed that fits a giant kid.
Well then, if you're interested in this armor, just let me know.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
I
How?
wouldn't mind getting it off my hands.
I would very much like. See, I've got this cloth armor, but there's this hole here. I know some magic that usually helps mend up the rips, but it just hasn't been working with this stuff. It's pretty old, to be honest.
Okay then, interesting.
We'll keep that on the in the shopping cart, so to say.
Yeah. Well, not good with pricings, honestly. How much do you think?
I'm a good appraiser, actually. I've seen quite a few things. I could give you an honest opinion on what it's worth.
Okay then. Make your. Let's make this a investigation check for appraising.
Oh, goody. My zeros.
Unless you think there's another ability
12.
that makes sense for
Oh,
appraising.
no, I mean, unless it's Arcana, which again is still a 0, so
Yeah,
it's...
it would not be an Arcana check. Looking it over, it's a very nice set of armor. It's interesting because you've never really seen armor made out of stone before. And it does have the slight sheen of magic, though you don't really think it's anything like an actual, like, enchantment that you're used to, at least. Nothing like a plus or anything like that from what you can see. Usually it's something that you can see within armor that usually has some sort of enchantment like that. But the armor itself, very nice. Obviously can fit a large creature of Vinabrand's or Mokork's stature easily.
Indrid, you're good at assessing to verify for me. This is magical, isn't it?
Is it magical?
It is magical.
It's magical.
What kind of magic would you say?
What kind of magic would I say? Abjuration, I would say.
Ooh, all right, abjuration. I think that's protective at times. It's useful. Let's see, stone though. I wonder how hard it could have you seen it be hit before? How sturdy it is.
Yeah, it took one of my hits from my battle axe one time. I didn't really think he was an ally back then. He was doing weird shit. He was originally a big off fucking, ape. And then he turned into a person, and then I slammed him with an axe, and he took it really solidly.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
An
Well,
ape, you
mate,
said.
is any of this cursed?
He shrugs. I guess, what do you mean by curse?
You mean like the one that talks to you? Sounds like an asshole?
No, that guy's funny. He's a prick at times, but, he does good. He's really good. You grab him, and you kind of oopsie him over on the other side of the table.
Oops.
And then he tells you what cards everybody else has.
He has eyes that
Yes.
not just blind sight, they can't distinguish between cards, but he actually has visual acuity.
I enjoy how you can make an oopsie of, oops, I threw my sword over.
Oops.
Darn it. That sword,
Multiple ways to win a hand with that maneuver.
Butterfingers.
Shit.
For most cases, I can tell you this. Armor that usually is a bit more reinforced magically, usually maybe sometimes around 1,000 gold or so, I would say would be a safe bet.
What type of armor is it? Like, what type of set?
It would be equivalent to scale mail armor.
Oh, okay, what I'm wearing, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, I won't be able to afford that. That sounds pricey. I got
Yeah,
100
it's up
gold.
there.
It does sound pricey. Actually,
How about this?
As he brings his arm around your shoulder.
I'll give it to you free, but, free is a very odd word. Of course, it's not for free, but I have something that I need doing. And nothing better to trust somebody of my own kin to get it done.
Oh. Name your price.
So then, recently I've been hearing some problematic things happening in the West Side. Weird things. Odd things. The main one, for the most part, is people's heads are just ending up on the street sides. Upsetting, honestly. I myself, I would love to take care of it, but my old bones don't really want me to get out there anymore. Can't really swing my axe like I used to. So, it'd be interesting if you could look around, see what you find out about the incidents lately. It'd be nice if you could clear up what's going on around this area. I'd like this town to at least stay a little bit cleaner. And the guards there in comfort as hell, drinking all the time, saying dwarfs always need to drink to stay functional, some bullshit like that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a good drink every now and again.
Yes, but when you use a drink to get an excuse
Not on the
not
job.
do the job, not worth the
Right,
drink.
right. Well, I don't know about these lot, but I'd be much happy to look into it for you. Don't know what it's worth for what I could find, but for some stone armor like that, you don't just see something like that every day.
Of course. So then, you take a look into this, and if you could possibly deal with... Actually, no. You get the armor if you just look into this and any information you could collect. If you want to deal with it, I'll throw in one of the other things. Free of charge. Your choice.
Your choice, as he points at your chest, Ben.
Well, here's the thing, because I don't see much of my kin very often, right? My Rave over there seems to have interest in your bag. What you say we have a little drinking contest for it?
So I'm guessing this is connected to that free item that he's saying other one, and you want to do a drinking contest for it?
I just wanted to bring it up because it sounds like fun.
I'll tell you this, like if you just want to do a contest to get it, like baseline, he won't do it. If you do the job for him, he'll give you the chance to win it through a drinking competition.
Before, after, not before, though, right? Of course.
Yes, after you deal with the thing. Like I said, if you look into it and get any information, armor's yours. Bring the information back to me, I'll give it to the guards, or even some more confident adventurers and shit like that. If you deal with the problem completely, well, consider that a good drinking competition then. Hope you can hold your ale.
What do you say, mates? Take a day or two, maybe take into this. No, every day you get to see some good stone armor in a bag that holds a lot of shit.
And well, I mean, I won't object to the chance of you benefiting. That's perfectly fine. Did you have to pick a drinking competition, Vinny? You really are the worst at that.
I'm actually pretty good at it.
You passed out first, didn't you?
No, actually,
Oh, that was Rizzo?
that was Rezo. That
Oh,
It was
okay, never
Rezo.
mind.
Vinny,
I thought it was Vinny.
Vinny almost passed out, and then he critted it, and somehow the next drink he took gave him second wind, and like literally he kept rolling like above 20 all the rest of the rolls.
I got an iron liver feat from it too.
That's
he did.
right, you did
I
get the
forgot he
feed.
got the iron liver feat.
All right, yeah, never mind.
I mean, and also heads just appearing in the streets certainly sounds concerning.
Indeed it is. That's why, a big lug like yourself and then a few confident individuals like yourselves, I feel like you can handle something like this. It's only somebody removing heads. I did that for a while. Not that hard.
Yeah, not to just townsfolk either, though, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm down for following you, Vinny, on this one. If you want to, yes, I'm down for it.
Well,
We keep what we take off the corpses, mate.
Anything you find is yours.
Right. I'm in.
I mean, I'm not here, but a bag
Ew.
of holding for the party?
as I presume Vin would
Potential.
know,
Potential.
you'd have no issue for it. Yeah.
Okay then. So with that, you guys are pretty much going to be finished off with Moak or Mokork, and he's going to leave you with Argoth, who is going to fill you in for all the rest of the stuff. And with that, let's move on to Rezo with all your fucking
Oh my god.
identifiers. Okay, so what are you identifying first?
2 hours later. Everything that came up magical that Indrid told me was magical when he was using his Eldritch Sight.
Okay, let's start off with the potions. Let's start off with those. So
Let me get a notebook.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
This is a lot of stuff, so let's get through this, boys. Okay, then. Both of you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you have a potion of Speak with Animals. You have a potion of Fire Strength.
I assume giant. Yeah.
Or not, I got two of the potions, like, names mixed up. You have a potion of Fire Breathing and then a potion of Giant Strength.
Which giant? Can we tell?
It is going to be of a Stone Giant.
Ooh. Okay.
Those are the potions. Now, when it comes to the fancy short sword, this fancy short sword has a lesser detection ability on it. The lesser detection ability is detect metal.
So it's a metal detector? Just like
In a sense. So what you do with it, cause the wording on it, like it's detect metal is what it's called, but pretty much the ability is you can say a certain type of metal and it will point you in the direction of the largest sum of that metal in the area.
Oh, cool.
So
Hey.
you can, for example, say silver and it will point you to the largest amount of silver. You can put
that is
gold.
just perfect for fucking feet to get.
Oh God.
Gold!
Send me to the shinies.
Just see the sword going, and he's just dragging along with it.
Just laughing the whole way.
Yes. Okay, the next thing is the dagger, which is called Fang. And this is a vampiric dagger.
This is what Feek's been carrying around the whole time.
Yep. This dagger capability is on a crit does the same thing as a Sword of Lifesteal does. The downside is, whenever the wielder tries to wield any other weapons, the dagger craves for blood, and it gives them disadvantage on other weapon attacks.
Same.
Okay, next up on the list, let's go to the wand. This wand is a wand of the War Mage, +1.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Way to go, Feek.
Yeah, there's some guy that's really
The
pissed
whole
off
party
that he
could benefit
stole
from that.
And the last thing is our two actually wait, what are these? No, that's the wrong thing. My bad. I was like 2 glow globes. That's not right. That's not right. No. It's 2 sending stones or a pair of sending stones.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feek, you clever little bastard.
So we just need to.
Yeah, keep him around.
All right.
He's like a random like item generator that'll eventually come to bite you guys in the ass when like guards come to find you.
We're gonna be fucked soon.
There's this little shit goblin that like wanders around with a wolf.
He's gonna steal like
Fucking
the
giant.
king's crown or something, and it's just gonna be a nightmare.
You know what? You guys would be so happy if he did the king's crown, stole the king's crown.
No,
I'd love it.
Suggest to Feek to give the wand to either like Arlo or
But I
Ingrid or
like the
somebody.
one. It lets me do sparks.
That's an Arlo one for sure.
Wait, so
Especially with the half cover thing.
you identified?
He always
all the
can't
items?
see shit.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
got
They're in the
fancy
chat.
sword of detect metal, a dagger that when it crits does life steal, a wand of the war mage, and 2 sending stones.
And the potions are Speak with Animals, Fire Breathing, and Stone Giant Strength.
Right. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I
mean,
keep forgetting like
All
there's
this shit's
also
his though, isn't it?
it is technically his. Also,
That's why I was
here's also
suggesting
the
he give
other
it to
thing. Like, this has been on the side, but like, 2 of these items did not exist until he pulled a card. I should note.
Oh god.
That's awesome.
Well, no, you
Kevin
gave him the
has fucking
dagger.
cards.
The dagger is the one I would think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave him the dagger, and then 2 of them he magically summoned, and then one of them he stole. He probably stole the wand of the war mage.
Mm-hmm.
I am also
Is he
with him trading those stolen items with legit items and let those stolen items be this guy's problem.
That is true.
It's not a bad idea.
Hey, they're not stolen anymore if you buy them. They're just you bought them and you didn't know they were stolen.
repurposed?
No, they're
They're
still
used.
stolen.
Can we ask Feek where he got each of the items, like where he stole it from? What
No, because
city?
then we take liability for the shit.
The less you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you know.
Plausible deniability.
Also,
Okay.
Feek has no clue with the things he grabs. He just grabs them randomly.
He's got that wandering.
He knows
hand
where
syndrome.
he was when he grabbed something.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that they're magical either. They just know
He's
that they're pretty.
intelligent.
Okay, so you guys would
Regardless.
get this by Feek by now, but Feek, besides being a klepto and all, he does it without even knowing he does it. It just happens.
He's a narco klepto.
Yeah.
I would definitely tell Fake about the sending stones and the dagger, and ask him if he's going to hold on to one of the sending stones, if I can hold on to the other one, so we have a mode of
Talk to each other.
communication.
Can we tell if he's attuned to any of these things?
I would say he's attuned to the dagger. You would be able to tell that.
Oh boy.
But somehow I feel like telling him about the fancy sword would be a bad idea.
You can make up whatever you want for it.
But yeah,
Here's the
those are
thing
what
that can
you-
find metals.
Yes. Those are what you find from Feek, and with that, we will be ending the session there.
Ah.
Are we
Moving
gonna not do the wobble thing, or is that next week?
Yes, let's do the wobbles thing now. So you
Wobbles.
spend the hour to ritually summon wobbles, and I will say, God, Vin, you
We
were
ready
there
for this?
that. You were there for that when he did. Actually, all of you were here. So then, you draw out the ritual and you gather the exact ingredients, which some of them are odd that Wobbles have asked you for. You lay them about, and Wobbles just stand in the center of it and pretty much like gestures to you, like, put your hands here and focus magical energy, and shit should go well. If you fuck this up, you're dead to me. And after a few minutes of pretty much smoke surrounding Wobbles, it dissipates, and there you can see what looks to be a large hawk with the top part of its feathers looking like a very dark brass, and the bottom part of him looking like a very bright silver. It is shiny and metallic now.
Wobbles.
What's up, twats?
Mm.
Nice to meet you all. I can now talk now without wasting any more of my energy. So then, hi.
Wobbles, you're beautiful.
Wait, what? Wait, yeah. Is he metal? Are you living metal?
No, I'm not living metal. I'm just a fancy bird.
Any reason why you wanted to be a bird?
Why would you want not to be a bird?
I have many reasons.
Think about it.
None of which that you're at liberty to, get an answer for. So, nice to meet you all finally, officially. But at this point, I have things to do. So, see ya. As he just puffs into smoke and disappears.
Oh, it doesn't even fly away.
No,
Is that normal?
Smug son of a bitch.
Fairly normal, yes.
That's actually quite a relief. I was worried how we're going to keep a low profile with some shiny metallic bird following us all over the place.
Mate,
Speaking of which-
I don't know if you've looked around lately, mate, but us keeping a low profile is kind of not an option.
My tail thumps against the ground a couple of times. What do you mean?
like who gives you away? Is it the Giantkin, the Centaur, the Wolfman, the Lion guy, or like
The purple
blue-
guy? Yeah, right.
Or the shriveled zombie of a halfling?
It's not that far gone.
It's just
Goblin.
Oh, don't worry. The goblin
Yeah.
stays unseen.
Not
for
a
the
normal
most part.
motherfucker among us.
The goblin is usually inside
God.
Vin's backpack.
The most
okay.
normal person among us is the cat.
Pretty good.
If you cast reduce on me, I might be a normal looking bloke.
Yeah, that'll work. Learn that spell.
You just hit the gym a lot.
With that,
Yeah.
we'll start off next session
Oh, it's fun.
with Rezo making your way back to the group, and the group getting your next mission, which you can either take or not take. So it's gonna be
Perfect.
interesting. But
Yeah.
thank you everybody.
I'm
for
not gonna
watching
not
tonight's
take
session.
that Russian.
Hope you enjoyed this chaotic session, and see you next week.
Hey.
Cheers.
Night.